Welcome back to another episode of Once Upon a Witchlight. We would absolutely love it if you would like this video, subscribe to our channel, and check that bell so you never miss an episode. And of course, while you're doing that, I'm going to read some comments from last episode. I almost said last year's episode. From last episode. When you're watching this, it's going to be instant.
Yeah.
From last episode, right now. Quote number 1, episode 6. Haha, silly, dirty bugbear man. Episode 56. I will turn heaven and earth inside out to see you happy, Torb. Quote number 2. Frost, turn 1. Don't hurt the children. Turn 2. Throws a flashbang into a pile of them. Quote number 3. This is one of my favorites. Bro, Gricko accidentally saying Little Oak and Cremmy saving it with a successful deception was clutch, but it went by so fast. I don't know how many people picked up on that. Good eye.
I don't even remember that.
And quote number 4. This is the long one, but it's really nice. I just finished the video after 12 days of starting on the first one. I'm in absolute shock. I started watching this series due to the Chuckles animations, but I am blown away. Derek. Morning Frost is so freaking relatable, and the moment I started piecing together why he was so worried about being alone and abandoned due to something with losing his family, I lost it. Jokes and puns you make only barely softening the blows of how traumatic Frost's life must be right now. Mikey, I can't say, okay, without immediately saying it like Gricko.
Okay.
He's such a funny, lovable anarchist, and I just watch in awe at how funny you are playing him.
Oh, thank you.
Andy, to take a matted, filthy, gross creature like Torbeck and make me absolutely want to give him a hug and a paper towel roll is a skill few possess. Richie, I don't want to like Cremmy and all of his terrible deals that blow up in his face, but the way you played a morally gray character and made me absolutely want his schemes to come true is outstanding. Mace,
Thank you.
anytime you laugh, I couldn't stop myself from smiling. The fact that both you and Gideon are here for a good time and to beat things up along the way was so entertaining and a joy to watch. Nikki, I've tried to DM on my own and never felt like I was good enough and eventually quit after a few sessions. If you can handle those 5, I can handle any session that comes my way. Your ability to make the most peaceful and happy things happen only to just gut punch you with amazing imagery is outstanding. TLDR, you guys rock. I can't wait for season 2, but in the meantime, I'm going to be binging all of Evantris. Thank you for being here for me in a tough time of my life. Thank you for those beautiful, amazing words. Thank you, everybody who watches us and leaves amazing comments every week. We read them. We love them. Thank you. As always, make sure you leave a comment below, and maybe next week yours will be chosen. In the meantime, we've got a few different ways that you can support the channel. You can become a channel member right here on YouTube. You can go check out our merch shop. We got a lot of great stuff over there. You can become a patron over on Patreon. There's 2 campaigns you can only enjoy on Patreon. And lastly, make sure you pre-order your copy of The Crooked Moon today at thecrookedmoon.com. You don't have much longer. Thank you.
We are Legends of Evantris. This is Wednesday. Roll that beautiful bean footage, Rich.
Oh, Chuckles! Oh, Chuckles the Clown! This is me doing Chuckles! Oh, I cast gun! Prepare to meet God!
Whoa!
Oh, hey, Gary, what's going on?
I just heard something very highly viral and marketable coming from you over here.
I'm so glad you're here, because look at what I've got!
What do you have?
Not only do I have this absolutely beautiful, amazing, cute, Hootsy shoulder rider, but I've got, whabam!
Whoa!
A Chuckles vinyl figure from U2's. Dun dun dun!
That's amazing!
Yeah?
I've been waiting for a Chuckles U2's figure in vinyl for so very long, and it's now finally here?
Look at how good this looks.
Oh my gosh, Andy, you better be careful. I'm pretty sure that, that might be possessed by the ghost of a dead clown that was accidentally killed by being punched to death.
Oh, no, that's not possible. That's not gonna happen.
Oh, hold on. My mind palace is being attacked. What's happening? Oh, it's me. I have chlamydia.
Oh, Gary, what happened to you?
Your friend Gary isn't here, Andy. It's me, Chuckles the Clown. I have possessed his body with my disembodied spirit. I've come from clown hell. I've abandoned the box Merlot, and I'm here now.
That's right. We're working with U2's for a limited time campaign to get your Hootsy shoulder rider and your Chuckles vinyl plush. The campaign is live right now.
It's a limited time offer, so if you want to snag this Chuckles that may or may not commit war crimes, you better get it now.
Once they're gone, they're gone. Not to mention, if you purchase the vinyl or the Hootsie shoulder rider, you can add on a Chuckles enamel pin for only $10.
You love collecting, you love enamel pins, and now Chuckles is in enamel form. I look so handsome in both vinyl and enamel.
Okay, give me back my friend.
Say you're not a failure like your dad always said.
Okay, Chuckles, you're not a failure like your father always said.
Well, I want to hear them say it.
Okay, say it, say it.
It's not very convincing. Okay, fine. Thank you for purchasing the plushie and thank you for purchasing all these goodies. I suppose I will let your friend go.
Please, please, that's all I'm asking.
Until next time. Andy, what happened?
Gary, are you all right? Oh my gosh. I think you were possessed by a horrible clown ghost.
Gosh, that's gotta stop happening. Why am I getting possessed by stuff all the time, Andy?
I don't know.
I gotta stop meddling with dark powers.
I'm just glad you're back, man. Let's go get ice cream.
Let's go get some Ben and Jerry's, and maybe we should get a priest over to sage the place.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Or at least call my old buddy Gideon to punch old Chuckles to death again in case he possesses.
Oh, if you've got his number, definitely call him.
Yeah, okay, gosh, yeah.
I'm so glad you're back, Gary.
I'm back. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. It'll be a lot of fun. Yep.
Once upon a witchlight hour, the sleeping queen stirred in her tower, and through grand halls past lock and key came to her slumber dreams of three. The first brought laughter filled with fright, the second love defiled by spite, the third a world of pure delight. She welcomed these, they were her own, but soon from porcelain lips a groan, her silvery dreamscape now forsaken, to pain from which she'd not awaken. Something blighted had come hither, foul as nightshade creeping thither, from Yawn the grave-like curse did wither. The little prince wept in his spire, his wounded heart had one desire, a ballad from the dreaming queen could turn his maelstrom mind serene. He vowed her rescue, speech sincere, but toys would be his shield and spear, and so he scoured for 1 full year. In springtime wreathed in parenthood, the prince first found a toy of wood, a doll set, beasts and wild things, but listen close and each one sings, a song of child, owl and bear, a song that calls the spirits there, a song for monsters with much hair. When summer heat steamed like a kettle, the prince then found a toy of metal, a rocking horse with ashen mane. Around its neck was draped a chain. Its horn and eyes and nose shoot flame, with mighty hooves and sturdy frame. No better steed one could proclaim. He searched from autumn's harvest throne. The prince then found a toy of bone, lettered blocks stacked to the sky, when turned to words could only lie. Deceit known to the hounds of hell makes for a potent hex or spell of souls, of sin, of Shadowfell. Through winter's chill from peak to pass, the prince then found a toy of glass, marble spun in measured motion, like careful thought or certain notion, each glinting cat's eye seeing all, from stars beyond the cosmic sprawl, to inner strength and mind's recall. When season stopped, the final day, at last the prince found halves of clay. He shed a tear. This would not do. His favorite toy was split in two. It stank and had a horrid face, but in his heart held special place. Through toil this crack he would erase. The day has come, no time for rest. The fateful toy is placed in a chest, with stripes of white and stripes of red, just like a big top by his bed. The little prince prepares a flower for either outcome, sweet or sour, and makes a wish for love, for power. Once upon a witchlight hour.
The forest around you is nearly silent. Not even the ancient trees dare rustle their leaves as Bavorna walks toward you. Trapped within a cage of brambles, all you can do is watch as she lifts all 6 glass vials towards the sun. The long rays reach out towards the vials like fingers as the light filters through the glass and casts the ground in streaks of red. Trapped within this thorny cage, the concept of time drifts away from you. It feels like mere moments since Will of the Feywild tasked you with rescuing the children. No, delivering the trapped children to his grove. And yet, it feels like so much time has passed since Pincushion used her heart pin to turn you into the toys that allowed you to access the dollhouse home of Granny Nightshade. Only hours have passed since you made the deal with Granny Nightshade herself to kill Will of the Feywild and rid thither of his presence. And though the remnants of that fight still linger before your eyes, it feels like an entire year has passed. Looking around you, the Oni disguised as a child has fallen at your feet. As Bavorna Blightstraw begins to speak, time catches up to you. Whether moments or years have passed while in the Feywild, you are here, and this is now. Trapped within this cage of thorns, you are able to make out her words as they echo throughout the quiet forest. You did exactly what I needed you to do. You went to get the picture for me, did you not? She twists the vial gleefully in her hands as she watches the play of red light as it dances across the grove. And pricked your fingers on the thorns. The blood I need to thwart my sisters. Oh, this will be grand. This will be grand. The roots that make up your cage begin to thicken as the vines begin to knot the wooden structure together, snuffing out the light until you are wholly entombed within. The air inside is heavy and thick. You can already feel yourselves begin to struggle to breathe. All the while, Bavorna can still be heard within the glade, mumbling to herself words of praise for her clever deceit, or snapping orders to her lornlings as they pick the glade clean. With no further use for you, Bavorna pays you no mind, only expending enough energy to keep you trapped within this verdant tomb. The ground beneath your feet is soft. The air is heavy with moisture, and you are very quickly struggling to breathe.
You little fuckers, don't touch those fucking things!
I'm glad
You can see nothing.
Oh.
The thorns have tightened so much around you. You are in near pitch darkness. The ground beneath your feet is so soft you can feel the worms that glide through the earth. You can smell the pungent smell of decaying leaves and other forest detritus. As you stand in this place, you reach around, you can feel each other. You know that you're all there, but as you breathe in, you feel the oxygen depleting from this place. You know that with time, you will consume all of it. You listen, you can hear the sounds of Bavorna outside as she is clearly still scavenging the Oni for parts of potions. You hear her mumbling to herself about how her sisters stand no chance now, and little lornlings check the children, see what they have in their pockets, find everything that you can and bring it to me. All the while, she praises herself for the ruse that she got over on all of you. And then you hear the words, which one to consume first? Ooh. The blood of the big one? The blood of the fiery one? What about the little green one?
Excuse me? You're not that big. Just kind of gangly.
All of this you hear as you feel yourselves once again struggling to breathe.
Breathe deep. No.
I just start punching the wall.
Gideon, calm yourself.
Much as no, I can't.
You're gonna use up all the oxygen.
We had a deal!
I need you to roll for an attack, and I need you to roll at disadvantage.
I actually do have a quick question also. My character sheet says that I have an intelligence of 4 for some reason. I believe that I was affected by some sort of effect or spell last session, but it's been some time. Am I still...
Has it been a long rest?
It's been 13 months.
No, we got out of combat. We definitely have not
I'm
had
stuck.
a long rest.
You have an intelligence
So
of 4.
I don't say any of that.
I only have 27 hit points.
Breathe more.
Nikki, I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
And then a 6.
Plus.
It's plus 8, so I got a 14 to hit this thorn wall.
You are able to hit it. You slam your fist into this thorn wall. You are going to take
Oh,
3 points of piercing damage as the thorns slice into your knuckles. You are exerting tons of energy. All of you can feel the oxygen begin to deplete faster as Gideon is pummeling into this wall. You feel yourself weakening with the energy that you're expending.
As long as I have energy in my body, I don't care how bad the thorns hurt. I'm punching the wall as hard as I can to try and break out of it.
And how much damage did you do?
Oh, I'm sorry. I think this is D8. Ooh. 12.
Wow.
I think. Oh, and I might be able to add a little fire damage.
Oh.
12 punching damage and 6 fire damage officially.
You feel
I
like
think
the
that's
fire damage does more than you had expected it to. The punching damage, I mean, you're punching into it. You see splinters of the brambles break away. They're dry, but where you punch part of them away, the magic that Bavorna is funneling into this, you watch as they knot back into place. But it does seem to do a little bit of damage as you see the fire take hold and begin to crackle throughout the wood. And you see the embers burning within a few of these offshoots. It seems to do a bit of damage. You are feeling quite tired, though.
Well, fuck, guys, I think I can get us out of here. I can burn this thing down. We're either getting out of here or I'll just burn up all the oxygen and we'll die. Either way, we're getting out of here.
I don't know how that works. I don't even know oxygen was a thing in Vantress.
Oh, fuck. Oh, maybe I'm not burning up all the oxygen.
But if it's working, just keep going.
I thought we had a deal. Wasn't she on our side? Do we get double toilet trouble cross?
I couldn't have foreseen this. This is news to me.
Grimmy, you said that we would make a deal. That was a good idea.
That's what I thought, but I mean, I guess she's not killing us.
Bavorna, we have a deal. We would like to make another deal with you.
And Dungeon Master, apparently Frost was turned into a child at some point last episode, and that's why his intelligence is low. But you succeeded. Someone's saying.
Oh, well then, so then you're not.
We're
then
unsure
you're not,
whether or not I'm.
You know what?
We know what happened
For the
last
sake
episode.
of the fact that I don't personally care about those minute details. You're just regular Frost.
I'm back to myself. Wild.
Yeah, welcome back.
I immediately pop into the present, and I look around. I see the damage that Gideon is trying to do. I focus my mental energy, and holding my breath, I will endeavor to push forward. I'm going to try to cast.
You're attacking again?
As long as I have energy in my body, I'm punching the wall with punches and fire.
Okay.
And Cremmy
As much
is,
as I can.
I'm encouraging Gideon.
Roll another attack roll at disadvantage and continue.
I would like to cast this, like a fuck you spell. Let's see if I can blast this space out. I'm going to cast a spell I have called Pulse Wave.
Okay.
I create a cone of intense pressure, a 30-foot cone, and I decide that it pushes creatures and objects. 66 damage, and unsecured objects are completely pushed back 15 feet. I'm going to endeavor to really like blast a full hole in this. That we can either let oxygen in, and even if it reforms, or that we might be able to pour through it in the time that it takes to reseal.
And what does this look like?
I focus my mind, and all of a sudden the feeling of intense pressure fills the entire space. Even though we are feeling the lack of oxygen, this vacuum creates this intense feeling as all of a sudden everyone's ears pop. And all of a sudden this rush of a vacuum appears to push through the thorn wall as my mind energy pushes in.
You all watch as Gideon is continuing to punch away at these brambles. You see as the just innate fire energy that Gideon is imbued with his fire genasi heritage is taking hold in some of these brambles and is spreading a little bit further out as he is blowing apart pieces of this thing, reforging back into place mere moments after punching through them. And you watch as Frost moves forward towards the center of this space. It's incredibly dark in here, and it's hard for the most part to make things out, but your eyes are beginning to adjust, and you see as he makes his way towards the middle and he begins to channel his innate magics, and you watch as he focuses and concentrates, and you wait, as nothing happens. Frost, you feel yourself pushing out, but you also feel this nullification, this force cage, this magic cage around you that is not letting your magic reach the brambles. And though physical blows seem to have some sort of effect on this, as you feel that magic take hold, you just as quickly feel it extinguish.
So
You
the
cast the
exertion
spell,
is lost.
but
Yes.
it has no effect.
My psionic powers are useless in here. There's no way for us to get out.
There's one way.
Go ahead. Torb just has some confessions if we're gonna die.
Can you
I rolled a 25 to hit.
at
and I rolled the
disadvantage?
damage. That's a disadvantage. My
Okay.
lowest roll was a 17 and a +8.
Okay.
And for punching, I got a 2, and for fire, I got a 5.
Okay.
No, please ask your question.
You slam your fists in. You actually do 2 less damage to your punch, so it does nothing, and 2 less damage to the fire that spreads out from you as you are exhausted, and you take 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh shit.
Oh no!
Chat, I have allegedly 5 levels of exhaustion. Is that true? Is that true?
There's like one more you test, right?
And one more, I'm dead.
Oh,
I have 5 levels. I don't know if I forgot. Someone who watched the most recent episode, I don't know.
Yes, your Selenite says yes.
that.
You do. Good luck. You are dead.
Oh, the tea session. Okay, no, yeah, I cleared that a long time ago.
Is Gideon making any progress?
It does seem like he's making a little bit of progress.
But it's getting less effective.
But it's getting less effective. He is getting significantly more tired, and you are all beginning to suffer more from the lack of oxygen within this bubble.
Don't worry for us. Sorry, I don't know what that voice was. I apologize, everybody. I don't know what that was.
Exhausted.
That was your Macho Man Randy
I don't
sound.
know where that
Fear
came
of
from.
death.
Well, fuck.
Yes, sausage. Tell me what you need to do.
Do it.
You're just playing bad dog.
Sausage.
It's me, sausage.
Oh, my God. Don't worry, Frost.
That's very funny.
Oh, that's my bad. It's been 13 months, everybody. Well, fuck, Frost. I was gonna say where the mind fails, the biceps come in, but I'm getting tired, buddy. I don't want to be locked up again in this big thorn cage, man. But I can't. I'm hurting.
Guys,
Stop breathing so heavy. I'm gonna see if there's anything in my pack that can help.
I could transform into a brewing boulet and dig us out of here.
Man, let's fucking do it.
Oh, well, I'm all tapped out.
You can do that the whole time.
I got a big old glowing frog guy around here. At least it's illuminating. I'm like SpongeBob, my hands against the thing.
Well, wait. If we need light, I can make flame real quick. I can make a bigger
Gosh.
too, and just right in the middle of the space. No,
Gideon.
it's burning big.
Gideon, I haven't been this winded since the rave at Sarkon.
Oh, that was a heck of a time, man. I mean, I didn't think you could do that many backflips in a row. And
Remember
you were going
Sarkon?
crazy. Of course.
Are you using your innate fire genasi
Oh, I'm
abilities
producing
to
flame all up
produce
in
flame?
this place, Jen.
You all immediately feel the breath catch in your chest as the air is incredibly thick with smoke as this roaring fire spills forth from Gideon's palms. Just not a spell of any kind, but just the innate fire that roils within his genasi blood as it begins to drink up the little remaining oxygen that's left in this place.
Oh no, this is it. Torbeck always hoped to suffocate, but between thighs, not like this. Not like this.
Well, fucking do something about it.
Okay, Torbeck will start by saying, Gideon, Torbeck is really sorry. You know that special knife that you have that Torbeck stole? Well, when you go to sleep, Torbeck uses it to trim his butt hairs.
No! What?
Torbeck doesn't know what else you use it for, but now is the time to come clean.
Why wouldn't you just give it back, man? I mean, that was my special knife from the show.
I do give it back at the
That's
beginning.
not what I mean.
Every morning, Torbeck replaces it before you wake up.
No, every morning. But I use Had to trim my face. Every morning you steal it at night.
I'm sorry.
Torb is sorry.
Torb is sorry.
While this is happening,
Yes.
I'm gonna just try to like very nonchalantly walk behind Torbeck and start looking at all of the stuff on his back and see if there's like a knob or like a green button, just something to like get him going.
Okay.
Anything, I'm gonna tap it with my
roll a
cane.
perception
Come
check
on.
for me,
The
please.
venom button, the giant button that says
Torb is
Bane.
Yeah, the Bane button.
Drop the plunger.
Push the Bane button.
Wait a second. Did you say something? Did you say that? I thought we went to the Darkon concert, man. What was the Sarkon?
It was Sarkon.
Sarkon. Well, I don't remember that one.
You don't remember Sarkon?
I don't remember Sarkon, man. What was the Sarkon concert? Well, I could have thought it was a different concert, man. I don't think that was the name of it.
It was worth a shot.
Gregor, are you there?
I thought it was a
Gregor, are you there? I can't see it. What was it?
It was. I was just. It was.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh God, they played. Oh, they played caramel dancing. It was so. I was. Just one more before I die. Come on. Oh gosh, you really drive a hard bargain. Oh. I got a 9.
You are attempting to look at these contraptions on Torbeck's back, and you see the tubing and where it connects to his flesh, but all along the tubing and the glass casings that house the witchlight that courses through his body, what is exposed, you see no openings, you see no levers, you see no buttons or knobs. You begin to attempt to look at where these contraptions actually connect into Torbeck himself, but his fur is so matted and filled with filth that you are unable, your hands slip on his greasy fur, and you break a nail. And it's strange. Every time you snap your fingers, you expect to be able to clean Torbeck, but your spell doesn't seem to work, and it almost looks as if more filth has been created in the spots that you've looked, and you are unable to find any way to harness and use the witchlight.
My magic snuffed out too.
Yes. I attempt to communicate with Kremits telepathically. Am I even able to use simple, small psionic abilities like telepathy?
You reach out to Kremi's mind, and what do you say?
Can you hear me? Are all our abilities suppressed in this moment?
This is not a spell, is it?
This is well, I mean, none of my spells are spells the way Kremits
Okay,
are
you know what?
spells.
We're not getting into that.
It's magic in the sense that it's telepathy, but it's psionic power instead of arcane power.
Then it doesn't work. You stare at Kremi, and you see as Kremi is just feverishly digging through Torbeck's matted fur, and he doesn't seem to take any notice.
All right, Torbeck, now's the time. Do something, please.
Yes.
Please.
Yes, Torbeck.
Okay, all right, Greco. Torbeck is so sorry.
No!
One time when you were sleeping, Torbeck took your ocarina and got his tongue way up in there. I mean, like, in the holes, out of the holes,
How?
back in the holes.
How?
Yeah.
How does it seem physically possible?
Torbeck's not sure, but Torbeck's sorry.
Did you
Torbeck's really sorry.
at least like wipe off the mouthpiece?
No, Torbeck didn't have the wherewithal for that. Torbeck tried, but it got hairy. It got worse.
Is that why I started getting cold sores?
Maybe.
Oh, he hit it with the Yona Super Snake.
Yeah, wow. Gideon knows about the Yona Super Snake.
I didn't know that you know about the Yona Super Snake.
If we survive this, we should talk about that. Oh, no.
Torbeck, you need to look inside. You need to summon the other. It's the only way we're gonna survive.
Speaking of looking inside, Frost, sometimes when you go
No, I don't want to hear it. I will burn this oil, and I will make us all suffocate on fire.
Torbeck just takes your shoes. He doesn't do anything weird with them. I just gotta stare at them. They're nice shoes.
They are nice shoes. Thank you,
I
Torbeck.
start digging through my pockets.
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm looking. Just you see.
roll a perception check, or an investigation check, actually, in this case.
12.
You find a handful of things, literally. You find some old stubs.
Someone's gotta do something.
You find a Witchlight ticket. You find a couple of kernels of unpopped popcorn. You don't know how those got in there.
Condoms.
You find an unused. You find a bag of cummies.
So
The gusher kind.
I can't do magic. Frost can't do a psionic thing. You can't turn into a fucking burrowing thing.
Wait.
Please, Torb, don't make me beg. All right, do you need some kind of bonus? I can cut you in for a better deal.
Stop, Grimmy. I also have, I have everything in my pack. I have a mysterious scroll that I traded for 1 ounce of my fear, and I have a cube from Bavorna. Perhaps it. I manipulate the cube to see if it helps us unlock this prison.
Roll an intelligence check for me. Just straight int.
Quick, Frosty, use your cube!
I'm going to use the serious dice for this.
Use your cube!
Not the beans dice. Just intelligence?
Yes, you can add your modifier.
Are things getting dire?
You are really feeling.
Thank you.
I have an idea. I want Frost to go first, and then I have a question.
Surely this cube.
You all watch as Frost begins to manipulate this cube.
With a 10, I'm sure I can solve it.
You watch as Frost moves the green cubes to one side, the yellow cubes to another, the white cubes to another, and the red cubes to another, and he's just
instantly.
mixing them all up. And he's flipping and twisting, and then you start to get it, Frost. This is simple. If you just twist to the left, if you just spin on the top, and eventually, about 4 minutes later, as you all are feeling lightheaded and struggling to breathe, Frost, you are able to solve this Rubik's Cube.
That's it?
Yeah.
Frosty!
I've done it.
You've done it!
Room, I've done it. Release us.
Are we free?
Hold on, I have an idea! Yeah! I throw it as hard as I can against the wall. I throw it as hard as I can against the wall of the cage.
Can you roll an attack roll disadvantage?
Take out my handkerchief. Oh, 18. 11.
I have a question first, before I do anything. After...
Oh, God, I'm sweating.
It's a grimace egg.
I got 15. 15. Ha!
You, sorry, roll to attack? Or like a roll damage?
Oh, improvised weapon. Oh gosh, I have a D4. Oh God, what's my strength?
I'm assuming.
5 points of damage.
You throw this cube at the wall, and you see that it the corner of it sinks into one of the thorny brambles, and as it cracks open, you see some of the burning embers from the damage that Gideon had been doing. As the cube itself lodges into the brambles, a couple of the red cubes fall out and land on the floor or onto the ground. You see them sinking down into the earth, and you feel exhausted. The energy that it took for you to throw that cube
Did that do
was
it?
significant.
I've been wondering about that
all of
for 13
you
months.
feel the oxygen diminish just a little bit more. You are to a point now where even keeping your eyes open is difficult. You're beginning to feel incredibly tired. You imagine you have minutes.
When you go to sleep at night, does your cane disappear?
No, it's just a cane.
It's not like a
It's just a
hex thing.
focus.
Okay.
It's like a wizard's rod.
Torb takes a deep breath. Mr. Grammy, sometimes at night when you're sleeping, Torbeck rides your cane like a pony. He gets it way up in his butt crack and just prances around the room wherever we're staying and pretends that it's a pony. Torbeck's so sorry. And then I'm going to go in my pocket and I'm going to start to see if I can find the things that I had on me before we got in here. And I go to look for my chess piece.
Roll an investigation check to see what you find.
Oh, that's pretty good. Investigation, I got a 18.
Yeah, you very quickly. I mean, you don't carry much on you. You move your licorice to the side, that huge rubber hose that you chew on, and you move aside what looks like a bunch of incredible magical items and some spell scrolls and some very powerful fey artifacts that you've collected on the way. None of those are important. As you find this chess piece and you pull it out and you hold it in your hand as you wheeze out another breath, barely able to stand.
And I'm going to say into it, "Oh, Mr. King, we're dying. Torbeck doesn't want to die. We need help, please."
Is that why
I thought there was just a smell I couldn't get out.
I'm still holding the chest piece. I look at Mr. Yes! The smells from Torb.
Tell him we got one of your things, but we just need some time for the other stuff.
Gringo says we got one of the things.
You know,
we need more time.
I had a guitar case once that smelled like literal shit. And no matter what I did, I sprayed it with Febreze. I tried to scrub it and wash it. No matter what I did, it just smelled like shit. And, you know, I was wondering, am I cursed? Because my cane, I mean, since you came, it explains a lot to me.
Kinda cursed. You're kinda cursed, yeah.
Do you understand? I'm going to kind of slowly walk up to Torb.
You are struggling, but you are somehow finding the energy to move towards him, using your cane to stabilize yourself.
A relic from the realms of death. And you're telling me every night you put it between your legs?
Not every night, no. Just the nights that Torbeck thinks he won't get caught.
Well, let's see if we can prime the pump. And I will take a syringe of Witchlight from my jacket and try to stab it in the side of Torbeck's neck and plunger.
I don't move. I let that happen. Torbeck's like dying.
This is all I got.
You stab Torbeck and you feel the witchlight overwhelming you. Inside of yourself, you can hear a voice, and you can hear the yell. You can feel the anger as it overwhelms you. But there is just not enough oxygen for either one of you to stay conscious. There is not enough oxygen for any of you to stay conscious. I need you all to roll a wisdom saving throw.
16.
Oh, I'm fucking toast. I got an 8.
19.
11.
All of you fall unconscious. As you do, however, you see a flash of blue. You feel your faces slide against and into the murky ground at the base of this. God, I keep hitting this thing. It's like right in my not an Italian hand motion range.
Do something, Torbeck, please. No.
All of you feel yourselves sinking down into the soil as
My mysterious cube.
you begin to slowly sink into the ground. You feel thorns wrap around you. Not the same that were holding you via Bavorna. These are verdant. You feel like you're unconscious. You're not seeing this, but you're seeing it. It's as if you're dreaming, as you feel yourselves being lifted up and held aloft by these beautiful, verdant, blue rose bushes. You're held within them, cradled within them, as vine after vine shoots out, breaking apart the force cage that you're in. You hear the sound of the forest explode around you, but you can't open your eyes as you struggle to breathe. You are trying to drink in gulps of air, but your bodies have already given up as these thorny branches reach out. And even though you cannot see, even though you in this moment can do nothing, it's as if you are watching this happen in your own minds. You can hear Bavorna as she begins to panic. She looks out. Though you don't see her do this, you know intrinsically that she's looking out towards you as she yells out, wondering what has happened here, as all of a sudden all of your eyes open up immediately. And you realize that the rose bush that you found, that you felt that you were being held within, is not this small, beautiful, verdant rose bush, but this gigantic, absolutely monstrous blue rose bush. These blue roses are roughly the size of 2, maybe 3 Torbeck heads, and in the very center of them are mouths. All of them closed. As these thorny vines reach out towards Bavorna and wrap her up, she is holding these 6 vials of blood in her hand, all of them no longer stoppered. In this moment, you could see that everything that she had done in this grove, she had completely taken apart the Oni and pocketed all of the pieces of the Oni that she could use for her potions. All of the children, their satchels have been taken from them. Anything of value that was in this place has been taken. The Lornlings are slowly leaving this grove with everything in tow. Her final act to down this blood that she holds in her hand. As these thorny branches reach out and stop her hands, you watch as they slowly wind up towards the vials, and all of the mouths begin to chant. This will be grand. 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 And you see as the mouths open, rows and rows of iron teeth begin to chatter. Hundreds and hundreds of blue roses filled with maws of iron teeth. Bavorna's face looks absolutely horrified as she looks around. She is panicked as her hands begin to shake, and you watch as the blood begins to spill out of these vials. As she is shaking and panicking, the blood is soaking into the thorny vines, almost as if the vines themselves are drinking them up. You watch as the thorny vine drinks down 1 vial, 2 vial, 3 vial, 4 vial, 5 vial, 6 vials of blood, the Oni blood being the last. As it begins to chug it down, the blue roses get larger and larger as the teeth continue to chatter. This will be grand, this will be grand, this will be grand. As Bavorna looks out and says, "This cannot be true. What is this magic? This cannot be. I must tell End. I must tell Scabitha. Mother, please. Oh, how have you harnessed her magic? Who are you? You are wrapped in Mother's love. What is this? What is this?" And as she begins to panic, you watch as the vines finally sink up the last bit of blood and slowly begin to recoil around you, almost encircling you in a loving embrace. Bavorna is no longer trapped by this as she looks out towards you, a look of pure, unadulterated fear on her face as she very quickly polymorphs into a frog and darts into the forest directly towards Loomlurch, her voice ringing in your head. I must tell End. I must tell Scabitha. Wrapped in Mother's love. All the while, the blue roses are slowly shrinking, the mouths getting smaller and smaller. This will be grand, this will be grand, this will be grand, until they all shrink and shrivel up. Blue petals line the ground as they begin to decay and recoil. And you find yourselves standing in this grove. No sign that this cage had ever been around you. No sign that these horrific blue roses had sprouted from somewhere within the midst of all of you. And you gasp for breath. You're finally able to take in gulp after gulp, but your chest hurts. Your lungs are on fire. And you look around for whatever could have caused this thing to happen. But you are left here in this space. You look out towards where the tree that this grove had been built around had been, and you see that it is completely desiccated. Rotting dead tree housing a dilapidated treehouse. The bodies of the children litter the ground, completely motionless.
I did it.
Grammy!
I did it.
Frosty, your cube did it!
I saved the whole.
I'm not sure it was the cube.
No, I don't know if you
It
saw
was
that.
the cube!
No, it was Crummy, man.
I saved the day by throwing it at the thing.
No, Crummy, I don't know how you knew that all this shit was gonna happen, man, but that was awesome.
I know, right?
You just injected him with a bunch of Witchlight and all that crazy shit happened.
Torb, did you do that?
No, but what Torb did was lie about everything he said before. None of that was true, and we can all just pretend like it didn't happen.
Oh, Witchlight works in mysterious ways. But
Yeah. Oh, let's focus on the fact that we're out.
Torbeck, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Shit.
Thank God I always
I am
have a
looking for
plan or a scheme.
Hootsie. I don't really care about the children.
Hootsie is still chained up next to, why can't I remember the other Alvarez name? Juniper, thank you. Wow. Next to Juniper, and they are chained up by the cage that Bavorna had exited from, right behind the ground littered with children, at the very base of this dead tree.
Hootsie! I trip over children human children and elf children as I try to get to Hootsie.
You do.
Frosty's cube saved us all. Don't worry. And I'll go over to her while
You do, and in doing so, it's very quick to see that these children are not dead. As you trip over the first one, you hear groans as their eyes slowly flitter open. They look confused. The air begins to be filled with the sounds of confusion and crying as these children slowly awake. And they begin to cluster together almost in this unit of safety. They huddle together. They all look incredibly scared. None of them seem to recognize any of you.
From the moment that we woke up and we got our breath back, and Gricko said, "Oh, your cube did it, Frost." That's silly. That's ridiculous. Frost would go into his pack, and he's looking for what saved us. I would pull the spectacles out that give me advantage on perception and the ability to see invisible fey creatures, and I will look about to see if I can spy
roll a perception check
what the
for me,
actual
please.
cause of this is.
I got a 16 on my Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you feel the other inside of you attempting to claw its way up. For a moment, you begin to see the world through the haze of Witchlight. But just as quickly as that happens, you hear Kremi shouting that he saved everybody, and you come to. You are able to temper down the entity inside of you and stop it from taking over, but only barely, only so. You do, however, feel the Witchlight coursing through you, and you imagine that on attack rolls for the foreseeable future, you'll be rolling at advantage.
Noted. Thank you.
I get a dirty 20 as I look about with my spectacles.
You look around. Once again, your attention is drawn to Kremi, who is calling out that he did this. He did this.
Well, I did.
You watch as Gricko runs towards the tree, and you see that littered throughout the treetops there are an array of different fey creatures, but none of them seem to be the cause of this. They seem to be darting in and out of little knots within the boughs of the tree, places that they had called themselves home. You see some of them moving out. This tree is dead now. This is not a place for them any longer. You scan the children that are all coming to and joining into this almost this little huddle of children as they're muttering to themselves, wondering what happened. Clearly, having no memory of the fight that they had gotten into with you, or even at this moment, who you are. As you watch Gideon turn towards Kremi, pat him on the back, and present him with accolades for what he did in saving you. And it is in that moment that you see a tendril of thorny rose, a small remaining thorny vine, slink around Gideon's side and retreat into his pack.
Clear as day to me. You injected him with Witchlight and did something crazy. All this stuff happened and now we're free.
You know, I'm always saying it. Practice the ABCs. Always be coming up with schemes.
You do always say that.
Just, don't mention it, fellas.
It's a classic Kremi. I mean, always be
I'm always saying it.
Hoochie! Dang it, Jeremy! Dang it, all you instrument-named children, get out of my way!
Is Hoochie all right?
I'm gonna try to see, is she all right? Is she chained still? Is there a lock, a padlock?
Both Hootsie and Juniper are chained to this tree. They both seem to be completely unharmed, though you do notice that It looks as if there are patches of fur that have been removed from both of them, most likely in the scavenging of the Lornlings, as well as you see that some of their nails have been clipped. Owlbear nail clippings had been taken also for the purpose of spells and things. And with Hootsie specifically, you notice that one of her eyes, all of the eyelashes are missing.
Oh! After everything we did in our father-daughter makeover session, the joint mani-pedis we had, do you know how many videos I had to watch, how many pamphlets I had to read to learn how to do all that? You little shits! I will suffocate and you will watch all of your friends be killed. I'm sorry, thieves tools! I need thieves tools! Somebody give me thieves tools!
Maybe try his claws, man. I don't have anything.
Yeah, surprisingly, an item that I don't have.
How far is the tree?
You roll an intelligence check for me.
These little fucking shits, I should have killed all of them! I hate those little fucking guys with their stupid little eyes. Oh, intelligence, I think I'm gonna get a little...
Is it the trees all rotten and dead?
Yes, it's not a high intelligence check. Though you are, well, you need a little more than that.
That's fail.
You need a little more than that.
Fail.
You are panicking. So something that you might have noticed in your usual day-to-day activity is something you're not going to notice now. Hootsie is your child, and she is in distress. Though she's not harmed, she is whimpering and panicking as she is trying to get to you. But she's unable to truly come into contact with you because of the chains that manacle her to this tree. And any ability to free her goes unnoticed.
Say, Gia, wasn't that tree a guy?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I think you're right.
Man.
Oh, weren't they like coming to life and shit, and like smacking us?
No, I mean, yeah, that guy's now clearly very dead.
Oh, so you're saying like set the tree on fire?
No,
what are you saying, man?
I sound like Greco is distressed emotionally, mentally. I mean, who wouldn't be? I'm sure his gratitude from the fact that I saved everyone's life.
They clipped her claws! They took our eyelashes and some patches of fur that we just perfectly groomed at our sleepover party.
Why don't you go break her out of the cave?
All right, well, let me see.
I need thieves tools. Somebody give me thieves tools.
Brico, let me take a swing at it, man. Let me take a swing at it. I don't have thieves tools, but let me see if I can break the chain or something, all right? I got a crowbar.
Toolback, that's very nice of you, thank you.
There.
Roll to attack on the chain.
Don't worry.
Oh, hang on, Yuji. We'll get you out of here. Oh, wait, a disadvantage or normal?
No, just normal.
I'm going to say it's a natural 20.
I think that's fair.
I would say that it is easy for you. You place the crowbar in one of the weaker links and you rip it apart, and in seconds, Hootsie lumbers, jumps forward towards you, Brico, completely pouncing on top of you as she rolls around. She hoots at your neck, showing as much affection as Hootsie possibly can. And I'll say with that natural 20, you are also able to easily break Juniper free. It was an unintentional thing, but the chains themselves crumble and Juniper is able to free herself. She looks horrified, but she looks towards all of you and she chooses to stay in case she's needed.
Those little shits gave you a Karen haircut. Those fuckers will pay.
I'll run forward. Is she all right? Is Hootsie okay?
I think so. She just it's all cosmetic, but just I mean it's fine, Hootsie. It's fine. You look great. You look great. Yeah, it is. Oh, you look great. We'll get this all fixed. We'll give you a nice touch up. Ooh.
I'm glad she's all right.
I'm gonna walk up to the pile of children. On the ground, and I'm gonna start rolling them over with my cane.
I think
they're awake.
They're awake.
Yeah, as Rico stumbled over them, he started to wake them up, and they've huddled together.
They're not
No.
It's not like a pile of Swedish fish.
They look absolutely horrified. They very clearly don't know what's going on. It's as if they have no memory of the fight that they were in or even why they were here. And even though some of them you do remember, none of them seem to remember any of you as they all cling to each other. Some of them are crying. As you do notice one older child satyr girl who seems to be almost mothering them as she is walking around, consoling the ones that seem to be in the most distress, perpetually keeping an eye on all of you, making sure none of you are getting too close.
What to do, young children? The name's Kremlin Crew, and we are Carnival Crew, and we've saved all your lives. Who has rich parents? Anyone? You look like you might have rich parents.
Roll a persuasion check at disadvantage.
He's wearing a flower sack in a dress.
Well, this is the ABCs in work, everybody. All right, pay attention. You're seeing the
At
master of
disadvantage.
work.
Yeah.
22.
You see that.
Let's go!
You see this one child, probably one of the smallest of the children, definitely one of the youngest, stumbles out from the middle. My parents are really rich.
Oh, you don't say. Well, what's your name?
You hear a bunch of them. Get back here. What are you doing?
No, come here. No,
Brew, get back here. What are you doing?
Come
As they try and pull this child forward, Prue smacks them off. But no one ever wants to talk to me. And Prue rushes forward. My parents are rich.
Wait, is it Prue or Pearl that I'm talking
Prue.
Prue.
Prue is who you're talking to.
Did I hear your name's Prue?
Yes, my daddy doesn't pay any attention to me.
But he's got lots of money.
And my mommy doesn't pay any attention to me either.
Well, does she have money too, or are they
They're
sort of-
both so rich.
You don't say. Well, come on, little child. Let's get you home.
Do you have chocolate?
Torb has licorice.
Mommy told me to never go with anyone unless they had chocolate.
Ava, cut her.
Wait, she said
That's
unless
just
they have chocolate?
That's the sound advice.
Unless
I think that's what she said, right? Prue,
Oh, chocolate.
Ava, sycamore
Go with-
seed.
adults only if they have chocolate.
What about licorice?
What's licorice?
I'll show you. Can Torbeck have your knife again?
No, man.
Torbeck will give it right
You
back.
have to stop doing weird stuff with it, all right?
Torbeck promises.
What are you gonna do with it? I need to know. You gotta
A
commit,
piece of licorice.
and that's it. And then you're gonna hand it back.
Torbeck swears.
Oh, well,
Wait a
listen,
minute.
hand it back this time,
Oh
all right?
no, I think Prue got it wrong. I think she said don't go with adults if they offer you chocolate.
I cut a
That's
piece
probably
of,
right.
I cut a piece of licorice off and I hand it to this child.
But no, no. Well, chocolate's not licorice isn't chocolate.
No,
so
and it's
Prue wouldn't
delicious.
be breaking the rules if I took licorice from an adult, right?
It's fine. It's good.
All right. What does it taste like?
Deliciousness, the ambrosia of the gods. It's inner tube tire. It's like just rubber tubing. Yeah, see, there it is. That's the taste.
You watch
It's the back of your
as
throat.
Prue rips off a piece and attempts to swallow it.
It's a small piece. It's only about maybe an inch and a half of
Prue begins to choke.
Oh, it's kicking in.
God,
It's
no,
kicking in.
No, she's not gonna be worth nearly as much
That's
dead.
the good stuff.
Somebody fucking save her.
Save
no.
her. She's enjoying licorice.
Prue's face begins to turn blue.
I learned this in the class. I learned this in the class. And
I'm gonna she's just allergic.
I'm gonna try to learn what I learned in my parenting classes.
Damn it, Torbeck.
Attempt to help her not choke, whatever that
Killed
was.
Roll a
the
medicine
fucking
check.
Rich kid.
She's not
And I will
dying.
say, because you have Hootsie, you would be familiar with the kind of stuff. You can roll at advantage, but I think you probably got a natural 20.
I got a 19 and a natural 1, thank God.
Okay.
19 plus 5 is a 24.
You grab Prue. You've had to do this with Hootsie before when she's gotten into things she wasn't supposed to, and you grab Prue and you very quickly give them the Famelick maneuver, and you are able to dislodge the rubber tubing from her throat, and she slowly begins to breathe, but you're expecting anger or frustration, but the biggest smile alights on Prue's face. That is the scariest thing that's ever happened to me before. I saw my life flashing before my eyes. I'm like an adventurer.
Well,
That happens to Torbeck every time he eats licorice.
I mean, what's crazy is that we've saved your life twice today.
Was disgusting. disgusting. I've never tasted anything so foul.
Torb will pick up the piece that she coughed up and eat it.
Let's just leave him out of the store. We tell your parents, all right?
Yeah, no, we don't want to tell he.
Thank you
pretend that
so
didn't happen.
much, sir. You saved my life.
It's okay, little child. Just don't anything that people that look like this guy give you. Don't put it in your mouth.
What is that supposed to mean?
My throat hurts.
Well, you should probably
I feel lightheaded.
here have all you children. See, don't give them candy. It's all empty calories. Here, it's like on Samhain, on Decemberween. All these people get given like king-size candy bars. I'm the kind of house what gives a fruit. So I'm going to basically cast a bunch of bananas. Bananas for everybody. Everyone have a nutritious snack and get your electrolytes and get your potassium.
You cast bananas, and you watch a veritable avalanche of bananas spill out of the air, and they rain down over these children. But these children don't trust you. They've just watched you almost kill their friend.
Bananas
They
for
warned not to
everybody!
go anywhere near
just
you.
screaming
As
and
they're
praying for
screaming,
bananas.
as bananas are smacking them on the head, they're trying to bat them away. They all look nervous. However, Prue reaches out and grabs one, looking incredibly excited. As she begins to unravel the banana and scarf it down, all the while saying, ouch, 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 oh my throat hurts, ouch,
It shouldn't still
ouch,
hurt.
ouch, ouch, I
Go
choked.
away after a while, you know. Licorice is just kind of harsh sometimes.
I think my esophagus is torn.
Well, at least you know the word esophagus.
Well, that's well,
Yes,
no. I mean,
I went to private school.
That's because
you
you're
did?
wealthy.
My
Really
parents
are
are
rich
really
parents
rich.
in private
I had a nanny.
Wait. I mean, you had a nanny?
Yes.
How many? Just one?
Well, I had a different nanny depending on how often father was at home.
I mean,
All right. Well, where do your parents live?
They live in the summer court.
All right, summer court. All right, well, we know somebody from the summer court, don't we?
oh,
we do?
Oh yeah, Talavar.
Yeah,
You
that's
know it
right.
with the
Oh.
mustachio.
Good fucking pull.
I can't fucking believe I pulled that holy shit, Greco.
All right.
Oh,
little
look at the big brain hungry, everybody.
Shucks, howdy, little green. That was really cool.
Just back up for a moment. You had a different nanny depending on whether your father was home?
Yes.
Was
Mother
your
got-
father Robin Williams?
Was it
No.
really attractive nanny there when your dad was home?
All of my nannies were attractive, and mother hated every single one
I
of them.
see.
Well,
I
that
see.
checks out.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. They were all
Yeah, me
very
neither.
nice to me, though.
Well, look, we're gonna find a way to get you home, and as long as we can make sure that you're safely within the possession of your rich parents, then you've nothing to worry about. All right?
All right.
How do you get some?
Why are you looking at me, Grammy?
I don't know. You gotta
Can
figure it out.
everyone else come with me? I don't want to be alone.
Oh, I think they all have their own parents. I mean, the ones. How about which one of you is an orphan? Raise your hand. Which one of you has dead parents? Raise your hand if
Wait,
you have dead parents.
how many of you won't be missed? How many of you will not be missed?
You
okay,
watch
is what he's
as
asking.
you watch as every single one of them raises.
You're all
their hand.
orphans. We knew this.
Wait a minute.
Well, they're not
why are
all
you not an
orphans, but they're all raising their hands that they won't be missed.
They're all raising their hands. Some of their parents.
No,
may be
ignore
alive.
him. Ignore him.
Oh,
Which
wait.
one of you is an orphan?
About half of them raise their hand.
Okay. Everyone who just raised their hand, you walk to this side of the corpse of Little Oak, the tree.
roll
on to this
a
side.
persuasion check.
What kind of parents wouldn't miss their kid? Just everyone suddenly has
17.
broken homes, huh?
The
than
kids
you
look
think.
towards you. They look towards Prue, who is the smallest of all of them, and you notice a kinship where it seems that they all feel like maybe big siblings to this child. And as they look about, though they don't seem to trust you yet, they seem like they're getting there. And you see about half of them move to one side of Little Oak.
Over here. Don't worry, I learned how to save her also from the rat from the child casino. I know how to talk to children. I said, when I say happy, you say birthday. Happy,
Birthday.
Birthday.
happy.
Birthday.
baby.
Time to rock out with some cheese pizza.
Birthday.
Okay. So all of you would have parents. Where are your parents? I'll call it out at once.
You hear them all erupt. You hear things like Yona. You hear things like Autumn Court. You hear things. You hear Barovia. You hear all of these random places. Some of them you recognize. Most of them are names wholly unfamiliar to you.
Oh.
Yeah. No. You can stop. All the children that went to private school, stand over here on this side of the tree.
There is an oddly large amount of children that went to private school. As you see, about 80% of them move to one side.
I mean, apparently the Feywild has a public education system, which is good to know.
I believe all of these children have been stolen into the Feywild. Didn't you hear where they were from?
Well, this one, because she said she was from the Summer Court. He said he was from the Autumn Court.
This one said that he was from Barovia.
I don't know the meaning of the word. Gesundheit.
Are we going to try to return all these children?
Well, I mean, maybe we just ask if any of them went to private school and are from here. Because then we just holy shit, your house is right there? Well, let's walk you up.
Prue, okay,
Yes?
Gideon, you've never been to the Charles Casino. Let the professionals do the talking.
Oh, Daddy loved to gamble and drink alcohol.
Well, sounds like my kind of guy.
I mean, that goes to show that if he can hold his liquor and gamble and still be wealthy, he's a responsible adult. That's what the rat man said. Okay.
I saw Mommy crying once, saying that we didn't have any more money.
Wait, Prue? Is that Prue said that?
What did you say? Well, maybe he's got a secret bank account
Well-
she doesn't know about.
I mean, he's got to have something on the side.
Yeah, you would think.
Well-
I mean, for at least some of the money.
Mommy would
have
say
like a
that all the
apartment
time.
downtown?
If your father doesn't stop what he's doing, he's going to gamble away our fortune. And then she would cry.
Did he stop?
Did he
I
stop?
don't know. I was stolen in the middle of the night.
Who stole you?
This is gonna be a wild goose chase. You know what? Forget it. Forget this scheme. Bad scheme. And are we on a time crunch or something?
You were scheming? Scheming with these orphan children?
I
not scheming with
think
him,
Cremmy
scheming
was
about
fixing
him.
to ransom.
Well, not necessarily ransom, but maybe negotiate a genuine reward.
It's just,
I mean,
and then of course we'd set the implication that they'd never say no.
What's your definition of a ransom then?
Well,
You say hello, Mr. and Ms. Prue's parents. We have your daughter, and if you'd like to see her back unharmed and safe, we'd like to negotiate a reward.
No.
Is that not a ransom?
Yes, we're not doing any of this.
Is that a ransom?
That's kind of around what we were setting up to do.
Even if we had the means, these dozen children to the prime material plane, we can't do that. We can't go back to the mortal world right now. We've got too much to do.
we would say why to do, Miss Lady and
My
Mr.
mummy
Man.
said to me once, I wish you had never been born. I would still have the body of a 20-year-old.
Damn.
Wow, Torbeck is not emotionally prepared to handle this.
I don't think we're gonna get anything from any of them. So you know what? Scheme's canceled. All right.
You mean rescue
Good luck.
plan?
Good luck, children.
Don't do that. No.
Go on.
Stay,
Go on
stay,
now.
children.
Go on now.
You see that some of them
Get out of
actually,
here! Scram!
some of them walk out into the
Scram!
forest and just disappear.
Look, you lost like 3 or 4 of the children.
No, that was at least 47 of them. Oh, Frosty. Learn to count, man.
What are we supposed to do about it?
Okay,
Parents,
well, Robin, at least take a banana with you. It'll at least be good for one. Okay, there
You were
go.
the one that just said we couldn't possibly get them back
I was
home. We didn't
picturing a
have
dozen in
time.
my head. You're picturing much more children than I am, Gideon. You're picturing much more.
There were probably there were 25. There are probably
That's a lot
like
of children.
21 now.
See, they're only
Okay.
21 now.
Are those kids gonna get ripped apart in the Feywild?
Let me find.
Listen, we can't possibly be responsible for a bunch of kids.
Okay.
This is going south.
Sorry,
real
headphone
quick, Mr.
users.
Crummy.
The rest of you, stay where you are. Oh, they're singing. They're singing, children. They're saying, happy birthday, rockin' Jeremy's rockin' birthday. Let's eat pizza. Let's go to the arcade. Get some quarters, get some gobble pieces from your parents.
One of the kids is like, a birthday, and runs into the woods. Now we're at 20. We're at 20. Why did you say that? No one else go into the woods. Stop going into the woods.
What else are we supposed to do? What not gonna deal with this.
I don't know what to do with these 20 orphan children. Don't look at me, but we can't send them into the woods. It's clear that they're being murdered. They're singing birthday, happy birthday. Oh, fuck.
Look, can we get away from this rotten corpse and this fucking dead tree guy?
Derek, what face is this? Is the tree I'd have.
Yeah, we need to get away from that tree right away. This is a nightmare.
This place is a bummer. Look at this. Look at the tree.
Yeah, I mean, because didn't he have members of his gang?
Didn't they all live up the tree that's dead though?
Yeah, they did. Are they?
So you know that those were children. They weren't in league with the Oni.
There were children from the factory.
Yes,
From
that
the
you
child
brought here,
factory.
and as I mentioned,
So they're
that
all mixed together.
None of them, even the ones that you have met, recognize you.
But do
all
we
of
recognize them?
Yeah, there are a few of them. You even see Mishka. She was the little girl that helped you
yeah.
plan and make your way here. She seems to be one of the most scared. Hasn't said a single word as she walks into the forest and runs away, disappearing.
No, wait, Mishka.
No, I'm kidding. She doesn't. She stays within the grouping of children. But it seems that whatever magic Will of the Feywild used when he took his Oni form, enthralling the children, their memories of a lot of things seem to be wiped. You are listening to them speak, and a lot of them don't even know how they got here. They just remember being taken in the night.
We gotta do something. This tree's rotten quick.
It's really not rotting that fast.
No. You can hear it rotting.
I've never seen a tree rot so quick.
It was like the first time you pour eggs into a pan. It's disgusting.
How about we just start walking in a direction and like maybe the kids follow, maybe they don't. But you know, I mean, at least then they'll have had the ability of free will or something.
But if anybody, like any authorities, come up and they say, "Oh, what are you doing with all these children?"
That's a bad look, Gideon.
It's a bad luck.
So you're saying
It's a bad luck.
And then we say, "Oh, we have all these kids. We're taking them from point A to point B."
If that happens, I hope the monster just swoops out of the sky and kills all of us instantly.
Grigo, could you talk to Juniper? Perhaps Juniper has some idea of where we might be able to take 18 orphan children.
What did the other one get? Okay. Miska, you stay here. Make sure you stay here. I feel like you're the most relevant. Yeah. You have an air of destiny about you, Miska. You should probably stay here.
She looks at you, her eyes completely cross.
We're gonna need more fly pads. Okay, you go, Hitson. That's right. Yeah, chicken jockey. Chicken jockey, yeah. Crack the table. Yeah.
It's funny because that didn't exist 13 months ago. Now it does.
Yeah. That's right. Okay, good. Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay, we'll get everyone the rat snack meal. Okay, Juniper, do you know...
Are you talking to the owlbear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Juniper, we are very much wondering if you know of any place that would be safe for children that have parents, because we, frankly, are not equipped to provide for the safety or the needs of any of these children. I barely make it with Hootsie, who is also an owlbear like yourself, but is not a humanoid child. You understand that, right?
And how are you communicating with her?
I'm talking to her.
We've spoken common at Juniper before, and
Right.
and
But Juniper
with
has never
words.
spoken common to you, so
No.
she makes motions. Well, roll a persuasion check.
Not an animal handling track?
Juniper's led us and
Oh,
indicated
animal
things, and I'm hoping to rely on her intelligence and knowledge of the world through Gricko's amiable animal qualities.
Persuasion is an 8, and animal handling would be a 14.
That works. You are able to get her to attempt to communicate with you through a series of hoots. These are not the same hoots that that you're familiar with when it comes to hootsy, and so you're not able to decipher them the same way that you can with your companion. But what you can tell is she does seem to know of a place. What that place is or who that person may be, but you have no way to know.
I think she knows where to go.
Was the tree guy the only one killed?
It looks like it.
Damn, that poor fuck.
Well, him and the Oni, of course.
Yeah.
No, I know, but like of all the horrible monster people, you got a bum deal. Is all I'm saying.
Kremmy's looking up at Little Oak.
Thank you, dude.
I kind of feel bad. I mean, just look at him. Oh God, I can't look away.
And also, don't look at the Oni that's been dissected. It's like his spleen. He's like torn apart.
He got butchered, picked him in
He's
pieces.
literally a butchered. Okay, children. Okay. Here, over here, flint and steel. Okay, children. Let's say V-Bucks. Everyone say V-Bucks. Over here.
They're paying attention to you.
Juniper here is an owl bear. And I know she looks like a monstrosity, what is known for being a ruthless predator and eater of meat and flesh, especially humanoid flesh.
Yes.
However, she is friendly, doesn't eat children,
That's right.
and she knows where she's going. She is going to lead you to a safe place, and she will protect you and lead you to a safe place, and will take you probably maybe home. The people that she leads you to will be able to no, chicken jockey, flint and steel.
You see some of their eyes that were crossing. They slowly focus and they look back at you and start paying attention again.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, jingle jangle. Okay, over here. When the chicken dinner, victory royale. Okay, over here. And you follow our Juniper, and you will be safe. And if anyone asks, you don't know any of our names.
You looking at them, they don't look like they know any of your names,
Yeah,
so
I don't
that
think they know
won't
our
be a
names.
problem.
Maybe Mishka, but
If anybody asks who it was that sent you with Juniper, you tell them it was... What if it's a grand reward?
It won't be. Probably some terrible fucking fakers.
You tell them it was all of the lonelings. All the lonelings from Downfall told you to go and do it, okay? You understand?
They all in unison. Okay.
Some of these kids are talking about something about a rocking horse and a pin cushion and silver needles. And does that ring a bell to anybody?
Huh?
I don't know what any of the fuck that means. Yeah.
Say it again.
Something about a rocking horse?
I
Or
know.
like a silver needle or something?
Rocking Horse sounds vaguely familiar.
Wait a second.
And something about a pin cushion.
Wasn't there, wait. Wasn't there, like a unicorn? There was a rocking horse up at the place that we rode on?
I don't know. There
no,
are
wasn't
vultures.
Well, there definitely was a rocking horse. I don't know if there was
Oh,
a.
hang on. I mean, wasn't that, remember we met that unicorn on the island?
No, I remember that unicorn.
Well, but wasn't they looking for a unicorn that in the castle that turned him into a rocking horse?
Gentlemen.
Oh, there was, yes!
And you have the horn, man.
No, but then we learned that was not true and that the unicorn is in Yawn. But we thought maybe for a hot second he was the rocking
Oh, that's
horse.
right. The unicorn is imprisoned in Yawn. We know that, in a lightning cage, which is pretty freaking cool.
It's
But,
also
Oh, yeah.
what you
felt
did
the-
learn was that you could use the horn on the rocking horse to make it fly.
That's
And
right. I remember that
it became a mount similar to your lily pad.
I
that you
probably
also
made a
have.
rocket horse.
fuck you guys.
I fly into the sky and attract the attention
You
of the Jabberwock.
you hear the song "Cremmy in the Sky with Diamonds" as it begins to play, and then a loud roar erupts as the Jabberwock swoops down and just consumes him in one.
Oh Oh,
It's gonna be all right, Gideon.
Oh, he's right here.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
But you do imagine yourself doing that before you realize that flying into the sky here would be a death sentence, as this is, as you have learned through the letters that you have on your person from the hags, that this is the domain in which the Jabberwock flies free.
I pull out a huge stack of letters, and
You
I
do.
pull this rubber band around them. No, didn't read. No. Yeah, and then I find that letter. Oh. I have a number of letters.
Okay.
Should I read these?
Anything good?
Okay.
Torment guesses. Frost's probably gonna do it anyway.
I feel like we all experienced a great amount of brain damage from the oxygen loss that we experienced in the force gauge.
Hey, children, over here. Water bucket release. Water bucket. Finish deal. Who wants to listen to boring old Frost reading letters?
You are saying this as Juniper is saying goodbye to Hootsie. You see that they are hooting at each other as they're slowly nuzzling into each other. Hootsie looks sad to be losing her friend. But she seems to understand as Juniper looks between all of you, and you have gone on adventures with this owlbear. You rescued her from the broken wagon that had held her captive. You have, for the most part, kept her safe, and you have always been kind to her. And though she doesn't seem like she wants to leave, it's almost as if there's a sense of reciprocity for the kindness that you have done for her as she slowly begins to herd the 19 remaining children as one more runs off into the forest, the 18 remaining children, and slowly move them towards the edge of the forest. They all begin to look back towards you and wave goodbye as they all begin chanting, chicken jockey, flint and steel, flint and steel.
Wait, wasn't Juniper like the noble mound of some rich house or something?
Creeper Enderman.
You say this out loud as the children and Juniper leave into the tree line. You see the beautiful silver bridle that clearly showed the house sigil of probably a very wealthy house. As she leads them into the forest, and you are once again met with quiet. The children no longer there with you. They're probably dying to some horrible forest entity.
Or perhaps Juniper. If she gets hungry, then the children are there as a snack.
It's true. 18 snacks.
Wow, we did a good thing, fellas.
Well,
I guess it checks a box, so to speak.
We did it, guys.
If only there were a place where you could see all of the quests and loose threads that you could check off, but there's not.
There isn't. That doesn't exist. Nope. I can read these letters if everyone's interested.
Yeah.
Interest is not a word that Torb
No.
would use.
Well, if you guys aren't interested.
No. I mean, I guess go on and read them.
These are letters that you have read before.
Yes.
No, I know, but just we all had whole brain damage and lost.
We have a considerable amount of brain damage.
Yeah, my memory's a little bit chaotic. Diegetically, it's very foggy on account of suffocating.
All right, this one is from Lorna. The first two are from Lorna. Who do we all remember who Lorna is?
She's the frog.
She one of them.
Yeah, she's with one of
Oh,
those
she's
fucking
that.
shits.
Babylon.
Would you like me to read them for you, Derek?
I
She
will
gave me jorts.
do an incredibly good Lorna
Perfect. I
impression
love this.
as I sing.
Oh, I was
I start to
hoping
read.
you would do it.
No,
We just got trapped by Lorna and bamboozled.
that was Bav Lorna. Perhaps this Lorna is different. No, I'm kidding, Crummy. I'm just pulling your leg. My fucking legs.
What?
He said the thing!
Frosty, I just realized.
Your check will
Stand
clear
up,
now,
Frosty.
you're
Yes.
Why are you naked? You've been sitting naked in front of all those children this whole time?
Is it real naked if he leaves the boots on every time?
That's right.
That's especially naked.
Look,
There's something devious.
just because I look like the first Sonic the Hedgehog trailer doesn't mean that I'm naked. This is just how I am.
Frost is out here just slinging hog.
What does that mean?
Slinging hog. You know
Oh,
what I mean.
hog. I think he said og. Or like
Stop
OG.
slinging hog, Frosty.
Yeah, slinging hog. I wouldn't say I'm slinging hog. I'm just in my natural state. It's all-
man, remember Fat Hog?
we had a couple different hog
What do you mean
references.
by that, Gideon?
Remember Fat Hog? You know, my hog companion. My little pig from back when we were doing all that other stuff. And, I saved that one pig. And
Oh, wait, whatever happened
his
to
name
Fat
was
Hog?
Well, I don't know. We called him Fat Hog.
Is he with us right now?
I mean, he might be. Is he with us?
I hope not.
Fat Hog! You been here the whole time! I hope
He turned in from the forest with the blood of orphans' children on his maw. A giant hog like fucking Princess Mononoke.
We've got to talk about Nearly Tuna with the quick blocking of the term fucking hog.
You for the first time, Fat Hog speaks to you.
It's always you.
Not know I hunger for the flesh of children.
Fat Hog! I didn't know you sounded like that. That's metal as hell,
Delicious.
Oh, Fat Hog.
Fat hog is canonical now.
Okay, Fat Hog. He's not here.
No, why? Why?
Fat Hog made it through everything, man. He made it through that crazy adventure.
No.
He made it through the thorn
I
trap.
don't even
We
believe
beat
it.
the Odie. Little Fat Hog.
How could you
was
kill
there the
Fat
whole
Hog?
time.
How could you do
Chicken
that?
jockey, I don't know what you fucking mean. You gotta move on.
A second fat hog walks out of the forest. I'm starving, brother.
No!
Brother, may I have some oats? All right, please read the fight.
What are we gonna do? We have to get rid of a body, man. I was counting on Fat Hog.
Now you can count on bacon.
Is anyone gonna eat this?
Yeah, we got bacon for days now.
Well, I mean, listen, I'll take a bite of that silver lining sandwich. I mean, oh
Well,
man.
we'd have to trim it. We'd have to cure it for days, and maybe then we'd have bacon. But
Well, we don't have anything else going on.
We got time.
we'd have to keep it in a
Yeah,
safe place, keep it dry, keep it relatively cool. I don't know how we do that.
Well,
I'll stop butchering.
There's a 16-hour montage.
I start picturing.
I read the letters as Kremi does his butchering work.
I think I utilize action.
Yeah.
Butcher.
I utilize the butchery tools. Well,
Is anyone going to freak out if Torb eats Fat Hog's eyeballs?
I'm gonna freak out after the first one, but the second one I'll probably get used to it at that point. Then we can kill the second fat hog, the one asking for oats. You need its eyeballs too. We're sorry, Nikki. We're sorry. We
I was worried about tonight because I was like, what if we've forgotten how to play Witchlight?
yeah. What if we forgot?
No, we haven't. As you guys butcher Fat Hog.
There's the third Fat Hog, and in the corpse of Little Oak, it's like Kronos eating his son.
Yeah, Juniper.
Oh God.
As all of the butchering of Fat Hog happens, Frost reads the letters. Sister, I don't have Eidolon's horn. If I did, I would use it to free Bloody Beak and send it after the Jabberwock that lairs in the palace and hunts in your forest. No matter what Endolin says, that burbling beast of a dragon is a threat to our coven and our 3 realms. How Zybilna managed to befriend it, I'll never know. Maybe we should ask her. Much love, Lorna.
You have a very nice reading voice, Frosty.
Thank you.
Dear sister, there's no use asking Endolin if she has the horn. She doesn't tell us anything. But if we don't find it soon, I fear what the Jabberwock will do after it gets tired of prowling the forest and turns its fiery gaze elsewhere. God's bodkins, that thing gives me nightmares. Must I remind you that we need the unicorn's horn to free creatures from the cauldron's time-freezing magic? It's not enough to know their true names, you know. Of course, my greater concern is that someone else finds the horn and uses it for exactly that purpose. What do you think Zybilna will do to us, we treacherous 3, if she is no longer bound by her cauldron's magic? Lorna.
Nah, that voice is much harder to do than you realize.
Well, I guess the horn will come in handy once we get to the palace and find Zabilna. But until then, I guess I'll reach into my apron and pull out a bunch of like curing salt. I'll start curing the pork belly.
As Frost.
I don't even know what I think this is. Listen, I promise you, Fat Hog was a part of it, all right?
All right, well.
I mean, it's going to taste great now.
Okay, I hope so.
As you rub the curing salts into Fat Hog's body,
Hot dog!
Frost begins to read the final letter.
Fat Hog.
Oh, there's a third one.
That's what Torb
Yes.
said.
Lovely scab. The last time I saw the unicorn horn, it was in your possession. Pity you lost it. But fret not. I've gazed into the orrery of tragedies, and it has revealed to me that Eladin's horn will be found. If worse comes to worst, recall that Eladin's mate still dwells in your forest. You could kill Lamorna and take her horn, assuming, of course, you're not too busy making toys. End.
This one just seems to be written by someone named End.
Enderlin Moongrave.
Yes. And I read that ahead of time, and I did the voice appropriately from the very beginning.
Well, that was entirely unhelpful.
Whatever letters you got. This was from
Can I have some of your pork when you're
Mr.
done?
Roslov.
Mishka, didn't you follow the other orphan children?
My name's not Mishka.
Who are you?
My name's Katya.
Oh, Katya. Well, you didn't follow the other orphans? I thought that they would all away.
Have we met you before? Are you an NPC that we
I don't
encountered?
know who you are, no.
Oh, well.
But I was going into the forest that way because I sang the happy birthday song.
Yes.
And then I got turned around and came back here, and all of my friends are gone, and I don't have any family, and I'm now all alone, and I'm really hungry. I never know what to eat some of that fat dog.
No, look, don't cry. Hold on. You can have. Let me give her some trimmings, a little bit of skin. Here you go.
You can't give that to
It's
her. It's not
still
cured.
raw.
It's covered in pink salt. That's going to be poison.
No, you're asking for some pig,
I
right?
said when it was done.
Well, I'm not gonna cook it right here. It's gonna take weeks.
What am I going to eat for the
Here,
next
I have some rations in my pack.
Are they yummy?
Have you ever heard of pemmican before?
No.
No, it's a classic survival ration. It's a dried fruit, a variety of bark products. Here. It's actually best if you soak it in water for about 2 hours, but you will be able to enjoy its
Are you
caloric...
going to feed it to me with your weird, strange human cat paw things?
No, I'm handing it to you.
Oh.
It's a
But
very
would
strange
you-
thing to assume.
Well, you're holding it out to me like you're going to put it in my mouth.
No, if I were going to do that, I'd be like,
Oh, okay.
no, I'm not going to do that.
But
Unless
why
you want
not?
to.
Yeah, let's do that.
Frost, I don't think you can say that
you
when
should
it's
know
standing
what you
naked.
should do is you should go over by the dead tree or by that fat hog, and you should try to throw it into my mouth and see if you can get it in.
I didn't hear what you said, but if you want the pemmican, then it'll be at least enough calories to keep you
Throw it
alive.
into my mouth.
Is anyone going to freak out if Torb eats the orphan?
I would freak out if you were to eat me.
I don't think you get a vote.
How come it's me?
Well, I mean, that's exactly how it comes.
And Katya, just take the pemmican. I'm not going to throw it into your mouth.
But that's so boring.
Do you want to live, or do you want to have exciting games?
I want to play the exciting game.
But that doesn't come with the living portion.
Okay, well, if I'm going to die, at least I'll have fun first.
No. Go make it into the forest.
Look, if you run,
We don't have resources for
if
this.
you run, I think that they're headed south by southeast. I think just go straight through the woods, break through the tree line, and just start fucking running. And you'll
But
run
where
right
are
out.
you going to go?
Well, I don't
We
know.
don't have any.
We're still
clue.
figuring that out. We sent the other orphan children in this vague direction.
Yes, and now you're all alone with no one to help you. You're just as lost as I am.
It was only 4, 5 hours ago. You probably could catch up if you just headed in that direction.
I don't want to go with them.
We're going to Yawn. All right?
Do you know how to get there?
We'll figure it out.
I do.
Wait,
You do?
Yeah, but if you want me to leave, I can leave.
Well,
I
hold
used
on.
to be best friends with
no.
Squirt, and I know that sounds really gross, but he was just a little oil can, and before he stopped talking when he was filled with the boggle oil, he told me exactly how to get to Yawn. So I was going to go there, but if you want me to leave and find the other kids, I will do that.
Well, hang on. If you take us to Yawn, I mean, Frosty will throw that stuff in your mouth.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I can have some of the pig in a couple of days, the Fat
No,
Hog.
you can't. No, that's off the
Well,
table.
why not?
Well, just look at the look in his eyes.
You
Look
can't
at-
have the pig. It's poison until it's cured.
But can I hang out with you until it's cured?
Yes.
All right, well, can I have some when it's...
man,
What?
that's
Why
like
not?
Weeks. Weeks, Frosty?
She knows how to get to Yawn. We have to say whatever.
Yeah, and I
we
don't
need to
have
in
any
order to-
parents.
Oh, nice.
No one's going to miss me.
I'm not taking part of this.
How long does it take to get to Yawn?
We're actually really close.
Oh.
We could easily, if we like hurry, we could be there before night. Well, maybe not before nightfall, but we could be there by like before we sleep.
So like 3 months for us. Got it. Okay.
That's true. If it's more than 100 feet, it could be.
I
It
feel
could be
like
August before we finish this bitch.
Well, we actually have.
You can't say bitch in front of me because that's a bad word, and I might
You
repeat
just said
it.
it too.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I knew I was going to repeat it. How don't you know anything about kids?
Are you serious?
Take 5 steps back.
1.
Ha!
Roll dexterity. And she'll roll 2.
Acrobatics?
Natural 20.
Whoa!
And I get a dirty 19.
Oh yeah. You say 5 steps back. She moves 1 step back and she lurches backwards as you throw it. She has the reflexes of a child as she steps to the side and quickly chomps down on this. What is it called?
It was pemmican.
Pemmican. And immediately you see the look of utter disappointment on her face, but she does swallow it. That was disgusting.
Yes, it tastes a bit like cardboard, but it lasts forever. It's like a
Cardboard
Twinkie.
tastes way better than that.
I would disagree with that.
Well, you would be wrong.
Kid knows what she's talking
This is
about.
like cardboard, but made out of cranberries.
Look, child, I know you're full of shit, all right?
You can't say shit because I will repeat that
You
word.
just said
I
it.
told you, if you say that stuff around me, I'm going to say it.
Look, I know that we're on the
saying Fat Hog.
we're on the very north end of the province. Land.
It's called the domain.
Realm. I think realm is
Realm?
appropriate.
Order
I mean, there's a
domain.
fucking ocean that's in front of us. so
Order
we can't go north.
domain.
Domain.
Wait, is it an ocean over
Order
there?
domain.
I think we're like on the beach,
There
aren't
was
we?
definitely an ocean somewhere.
No, you're in the forest right now, dummy.
But the ocean's pretty close, eh?
There is an ocean here, yes. Well, a
I
body
remember
of water
correctly.
at least. I don't know if it goes all the way out to an ocean, but it goes out for a long way. Like, you can't even see the land on the other side. So it could be an ocean. I don't really know. What constitutes an ocean? Is it whether it has salt in it, or does it have to, like, what would make it an ocean versus something else?
Do you think that we could stop by and get some oysters? Some oysters?
That's on the opposite end of where we are trying to go right now, because we're going up into the mountains away from the ocean.
We can't be that far. I mean,
No, see, look, and she points up towards the to the north, and you see for just a split second an arc of lightning up above the tree line. Just over there, is where you'll find the entrance to Yawn. It's the actual entrance to it is a little hard to find, but it's in the rough general location, and I know what to do to get in there, and I'm happy to take you. But those arcs of lightning are what, from what I hear, are what the weird witch in Yawn uses to power her theater. I'm kind of hoping I can go to the theater because I've always wanted to be a child star.
Okay,
Oh, that's fine, man.
I'm just saying, like, as soon as we get there, like, we're not gonna be hanging out with you this time.
Is it because I'm not very cool?
No, it's not that.
Because the other kids always said to me, Katya, you are not very funny, and you're also not very interesting, and you're not cool.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that we have a lot more important, grown-up things to do, and like, we're not gonna get bogged down by a bunch of little orphans, especially because we so successfully got rid of all the other ones.
and we just fucking met you.
And we just met you. How do we know you're not a witch in disguise, or even a
Well, you
hag?
could poke me if you want to, and I'll cry.
No.
And you haven't told a single joke since you've gotten here.
Because
We
I
have
told
no
you,
idea.
I'm not funny. Everyone says that you're not very funny, you don't have a great personality, and you're gonna grow up ugly.
So you're saying everyone's right about all the things they say about you?
Well, why would they tell me lies?
Oh, well, man, I guess you got me there. Well, it sucks for your future, I guess.
I know, so I have to live up my childhood, like, to the best of my ability.
Wait a minute.
Because once my youth is gone, I literally have no value.
Just like Shirley Temple.
What?
No.
Jesus, Jared.
Yeah.
Way too dark. Oh, man.
And excuse
She grew
me,
up to be a successful ambassador, thank you.
it's certainly Chapel. Thank you very much. We have to talk about Scabifer. We have to talk about Bavorna with the little shits. Is that we have paintings what she was after, and she owes us a solid. And we don't have what we need for the King of Hearts from Scabifer.
What was all that shit about, like, the mother and Bavorna was really freaking out about something? And
I don't know. I feel like she doesn't have a good relationship with her mum. I feel like me and me mum, we're solid because I give her a ring or I send her a letter every once in a while, and I'll see her on holidays. And we stay, and we'll go on a holiday here and there together, and we have a great relationship. I feel like I don't know why Bavorna doesn't do the same with her mum, and why she was so afraid seeing her mum.
So when you did all that stuff to free us, I mean, what was the whole thing with, like, the roses and the drinking the blood and shit? I mean, is that relevant to any of this? Yeah, I'm talking to you when I stabbed you with the Witchlight and it worked and saved all of us.
Torb passed out. Torb doesn't know. Torb's neck hurts.
It's his buddy, friend.
Latent ability. So.
What's his name, your friend?
Torb does not know what you're talking about.
The guy what was a swamp monster and killed that rabbit guy, what we saw you tear him apart.
Oh, that was awesome, man.
Torb has
Aggie Longstaff?
We don't talk about that.
Aggie Longstaff, what you turned into Gator Chum?
Allegedly.
Excuse me.
Allegedly.
And then you took his scarf, man. I mean, it was cold-blooded. Oh.
Okay.
Point is, Torb doesn't know anything about anything after that. Torb doesn't know.
What I'm trying to say is that if we leave Gideon, I hate this place.
Can you say that again?
Gideon,
We can just leave.
but we don't have what the King of Hearts needs on account of the deal that we made. We do have the spool of threads, the fruit of spreads.
Torb's got that.
We got that.
So we have the needle and we have the thread.
No, that's all. We don't got. What's his name? We don't got Granny Nightshade, Scabifer. We don't have Scabifer's things.
Oh, we don't?
No,
Oh, I thought we got it.
no, we never got it.
Oh.
We had never got it.
Well, she was like around this clearing getting all snapped up by Torbek's flowers. Maybe she dropped some. Maybe we just look around
Do we have to go back to Loonlodge and do this all over again?
They're not
You-
Torbek's flowers.
You know you have some things from Scabatha. You
What?
also know that you are owed a favor from Scabatha.
Or Bavorna?
Both of them.
Both?
Yeah.
You have finished both of their packs.
Oh, we
She
killed them!
tried to fucking kill
That's
us,
right,
though.
we gotta go back and get our reward!
Wait, from Bavorna?
From Scabifer!
Well, didn't she just? Oh, but have Lorna just tried
Yes.
to kill us? Oh
We
man, I'm
promised-
getting so confused.
we
There was a
Promise.
lot of oxygen loss. It's tremendous.
No,
What's
yeah,
happening?
it's actually very bad for you when you lose oxygen in the brain. Even if it was a little bit, I think it's done permanent damage. That's okay, we'll recover. It may take a while.
That's not what permanent means.
What?
Torb has just never been the same since that oxygen incident.
It feels like 10 minutes ago, you know? What we could do is maybe we try to get Pigtunia back, and we just go off to Yawn, and we have Pigtunia figure out all these extra things, and she'll be able to fly around and deliver everything she needs to. And serve as our ambassador. As long as one of those wasn't Pigtunia.
Whatever happened to Twig, by the way? Does Pigtunia still exist since Twig's dead? Or a doll or something?
No, Twig is a doll. She's in a bag.
Yes, she's with Gideon now.
You still have Twig?
Well, I don't know, man.
You lose
Well,
Twig.
first of all, I had Fat Hog. You put a bullet in his head and started cooking him up. Now you're asking about Twig? What are you going to do next, Krabby?
Eldritch Blast in his head.
Or you put an Eldritch Blast in his head
man.
and started cooking him up.
I don't think Fat Hog exists. Like that's why I killed him. Is I don't think you think.
Oh, you don't think he exists? And
No,
what is
I
that
don't.
delightful smell that's wafting through all the
Yeah,
floors?
that doesn't make any sense, Grimmy. If we just made him up and all of a sudden there's a fat hog here,
No. I'm saying,
As you say that, another fat hog appears.
what I'm saying.
Fat Hog's
Brother.
cousin! Come on over,
A hog
May
that
I
is
have
fat
some
is
oats?
stumbling into the clearing and I killed it and I'm butchering. So, a fat hog. A hog that is fat. My point is I think what you're remembering as Fat Hog just wasn't a thing. I don't remember that at all.
Well, it's possible. I mean, there was all that oxygen loss.
There was the
Normally, I'm into that kind of thing, but this is particularly rough this time.
it makes sense that when you were about to die from suffocation, you thought of fat hogs.
Bavorna did not respond to the safe word. I'll tell you that. It just kept going.
No, she didn't. She
Yeah.
didn't.
Well,
I think you're thinking at the carnival there was the hog pig or something.
Connoisseur's pig? No,
not that
connoisseur.
one.
No, remember we were at the house and we were fighting that big crazy flower, and I had the Fat Hog in my hand.
What?
No, remember? I had a Fat Hog in my hand.
No.
Classic. I mean,
None of that
there was a
rings a bell.
giant flower monster we were fighting, right? Is this just the oxygen thing?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Golly.
Wait. Were we in a
popsicles
forest like a glade type operation?
No.
I don't know. Remember the monster that looked like Gricko's ex-girlfriend?
Oh,
Oh no,
there was like
monster that looked
there was
like
a real
Tiffany.
small like miniature pig.
Fat Hog.
No, that's not Fat Hog.
What are you talking about?
No.
It's Spoink.
Oink.
Boink.
Oink.
Oh,
Oink.
that sounds familiar. No, there's a little pig named Oink. He's surely dead. There's no way he made it this whole time.
Hold on. Okay.
Oink, it's you!
No. Oink grew up and became fat hog, and then we accidentally
It's been
killed
all
him.
this time. It's been 13 months.
Okay.
Well, anyway, we're
Hold
eating
on.
good tonight.
Hold on. We have. I know that we had to go back to Loonlurch. I'll remember that before the action.
You remember that you weren't going back to
Oh, we
Loonlurch.
weren't going back.
Yeah.
Because you already, you already have the needle. From
We have
Scabatha.
everything we need.
Oh,
And you were going
Pincushion with us, or
to
we
you were
take the needle
going
from
to
Pincushion?
try to kill. You were going to try and kill Will,
yeah.
and then get to Yawn and deal with Endelin,
Endelin.
so that you could collect everything and wrap things up before eventually heading to the Palace of Heart's Desire.
yeah,
But you
that's
know that you're
exactly right.
running out of time, and so you were trying to do things very quickly.
Yes.
We don't have all the fucking time in the world. Let me ask, either you, Gid, or the god of the fucking universe, is Oink the pig still with us, or did we somehow
No,
get him
Oink the
out?
pig is not with
We
you.
said goodbye to Oink the pig. We had a very heart touching goodbye. Gideon said, "Well, such howdy, Fat Hog, Oink." I've never seen a pig so plump or ever before.
Oh, I remember it like it was
And
yesterday.
he said, "Oh, don't worry. It's better for the both of us if you leave. Just look at the flowers, Oink."
Oh, he was
Krabby's fixing for some andouille, if you know what I mean.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, work that in.
Okay.
All right, no. So Fat Hog's dead and being cooked up. But
Where-
he existed
where-
at one point.
Where
I'm saying.
this hog came from, you have no idea.
That's what I'm
But
saying. This is just some random hog.
this
that
is
fat.
that's some hog.
And there's
Oh,
a
it's-
second corpse over here, and there's a third live fat hog over here. There's just an
No, it's-
accumulation of
It's
fat
just an
hogs.
Elwyn bull, and he just keeps responding.
Comes true.
I see. Well,
It's on a respawn timer, Frosty. I know that you missed that
A
reference.
fourth one
but-
appears.
Oh, there it is.
I can't believe there were 3 Fat Hogs before this one.
there's gonna be a
You-
fourth if we stay here.
You attempt to kill the fourth one, but it keeps evading. And you see that part of it's stuck
Oh, he's
within,
evading.
part of it's stuck within the tree, and it just keeps jolting to the
Good work,
side.
I'll
I
show
endeavor to
Reset.
crush its mind with my mind.
You can't, it evades.
No, it's mine
It-
still.
It's not targetable. It's inside the
It's
tree, you run
not
down the top
targetable,
from
it
it.
evades.
Clipping.
He's immune to all damage.
That's the exact correct response, Frosty. That's how it goes.
Well, I have to
All right,
crush
well, off
something's
to you.
mind.
I think I saw a squirrel over there.
So are we going to wait here for an entire week to eat this one fat hog, or
Nah, we can work on it on the way. I mean, I think we just
Do
head
you
up the
want
mountain.
to sleep here and then go to Yawn in the morning?
I'm pretty beat up, actually.
I'm very.
I mean,
We
now
gotta.
that you
We gotta
mention
sleep. We gotta sleep.
Are we going to sleep in the dilapidated house and the dead corpse of the tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems
I guess where else
That's
will we
pretty
sleep?
metal. Would you guys want to tell me spooky stories, maybe?
Oh yeah.
What happened to that creepy kid that had an oil can for a head?
This
Squirt.
wasn't a kid.
Yes.
You're talking about Squirt.
Yeah,
he
that's
was
Squirt.
just an oil
Oh,
can.
he might be still be in the tree. Squirt, are you alive?
So, I don't think that Squirt's here anymore.
No.
Oh.
Wait, we definitely would have noticed the fucking walking, talking oil can guy.
Squirt wasn't walking or talking because Squirt. Why are you doing that? Don't you remember? I remember.
Hey, I was just
You-
copying Torb. Why don't you yell at him?
I'm not yelling, but I'm going to start if you don't listen to me.
No,
Didn't do anything.
go
You
on.
were told to go get some of the boggle oil from Loom Lurch, and then once you filled up Squirt, that he would be able to take you to Yawn.
I
Yes.
think we definitely did that. Didn't we?
Wait,
No,
Well, you
no,
did
no.
collect
Definitely
the
did that.
boggle oil
we
for
did.
sure because it's leaking out of your pack right now. But Squirt's not here anymore because the kids took him.
Oh shit!
Those kids that just left
Yeah,
with
the one
Squirt?
that you sent out into
Oh.
the wilderness to die with that owlbear.
Oh, hold on. Oh, Squirt.
What are you doing?
Squirt. I'm in your mind right now.
What are you doing?
You're pretending to be Frost.
He's
What are you
trying to
doing?
use his psionic powers, Katya.
I'm being frosty and sending a message to Squirt and telling him to turn around and come back. And also to bring Mishka as well. Frosty, do what I'm doing right now.
I don't have the ability to do what you're.
Oh, well, I'll actually do. I'm gonna use the spirits. Okay, spirit. Spirit, you gotta find Squirt. I cast message
Okay.
to Squirt. And I tell him, hey, Squirt, come back. We gotta go to Yawn. Maybe bring Mishka?
And you imagine that would work, but Squirt does not have any oil in him, so is
That's right. He's-
not conscious.
he's not really conscious.
But funny enough,
Mister.
even though all of that happened, the DM has provided you a child that somehow remembers things that they shouldn't remember to get you to Yawn.
We have everything we need right
Oh,
here.
we've
In the
everything-
form
And
of
yet,
this pemmican-eating child.
somehow you're railing against the ability to utilize it.
Also, I'm pretty sure that message has a range of like 30 or 60 feet.
Oh,
You're
I'm
thinking of sending. Yes. Yeah.
I do it to Cremmy. Oh, Squirt.
Spirits.
on my
Squirt.
Spirits.
There is
sound.
another from a certain point of view.
What?
It is me.
Why do I hear everything Rico's saying
It
so
is-
fucking clearly
It
in my
is
head?
me. We're gonna go take a nap right now.
You
Come on back.
Hearing them in your head because you're just talking out loud.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just hear him like twice. You know what I mean? You know, like when there's an echo when you're
Yeah,
on,
no,
on a call
exactly.
and.
I don't. I'm gonna untake message. You hear me because there's a bit of echo in the woods.
Katya, we're going to make camp in the corpse of this giant tree.
Are we going to do drugs and have hallucinations?
No, please.
Why
No,
would we do that?
We've done
That's
enough of that.
crazy.
In this campaign.
We're gonna drink whiskey and smoke cigars.
Can I have a cigar?
No.
Well, then you can't say we're going to do it and then not let we
you're
do
you're
it.
a child. We're going to do
Oh,
it.
so yeah, it was purposely.
But you don't know. You don't know how old I am.
That's true. You could be hundreds of years old, a hag in disguise.
I'm 8.
Well, then you can't have any cigars or whiskey.
No.
I'm a hag in disguise,
I don't
Okay.
believe you.
and I'm 100 years old.
No, I don't believe you.
You can play with Hootsie.
Okay.
Bing bing wahoo. Chicken jockey flint and steel. I only have one fly pad. You guys can share. Yo, Hoochie, you need to share with his friends. You're gonna take us to Yawn. It's gonna be. I know you're sad about Juniper. I'm sorry. But here you go. Here's your fly pad.
All right, make me a fire. I'll start smoking some of this pig.
Well, okay. Here we go.
We're gonna camp. I would have had some nice bananas in order to garnish with this pig.
No, they're still all over the floor.
Oh, they didn't take them. They don't know good. They don't know good. They don't know good food when they see it. Fine.
I think they were frightened by the bananas raining out of the sky upon them.
Well, fine. Okay. I got the fruit.
You got a what?
I got all the fruit to go with the pig.
Great. I'm not stopping you.
How about we just head up into this treehouse and settle in for the night, huh? Grammy can smoke some meat. We can eat bananas, drink whiskey, smoke cigars.
I mean, I haven't had some whiskey in a long time. I could use a little bit of...
Well, let's go.
Do you
Let's
have
go
whiskey
on.
and cigars?
Yeah, I have a never-ending pouch of cigars. I got a never-ending flask of whiskey.
That's true.
I've never mentioned it till now because I've not seen so much call for it except to imbibe upon it myself and of course with Grammy. But
I don't have a never-ending something. That's very cool. That's a wonderful magical trinket.
yeah, well, thank you. It was a gift. So, I mean, you're welcome to partake, Frost. It's not going anywhere. So let's hop on up there. All right. I'm just not following you.
Why not?
And unless there's anything else you want to do tonight,
I'm wearing my robe.
you
Thank you.
make your way into the dead
And
tree
nothing
in the
under it.
dilapidated tree house.
That's true
You
about everyone.
smoke the pork, and the Feywild works in mysterious ways. You're able to smoke 2 weeks worth of pork in a matter of hours,
Look at that.
and it is quite
I did
delicious.
this and collected all my inventory.
You do, yeah, it's wonderful. And you all have a lovely night hanging out, telling ghost stories, getting to know Katya, and talking about the journey ahead that you have tomorrow. Though you know you still have unfinished business in Yawn, the time crunch, or in Thither, the time crunch that you're on is leading you towards Yawn and dealing with Endolin as quickly as you can. As you all enjoy the night, you rest up, and eventually you make your way into the remaining hammocks that are still within this place, and you all fall into a comfortable sleep. You dream nothing. You're exhausted. You nearly suffocated. You've had a very, very long day. As you all wake up, freshly rested, the smell of the fire is still going, the smell of pork roasting on the spit as you all wake up and have a nice breakfast. Katya had gotten up early and found some eggs, these large eggs from some sort of avian fey creature, and has already begun cooking some kind of scrambled eggs with it. It doesn't look great. She clearly doesn't know how to cook, but she's seen someone do this once. They're either overcooked or severely undercooked, and not in a good way. But she's trying to help with the eggs and bacon, and that is how you find yourselves awake this morning.
We enjoy a long rest.
You do enjoy a long rest.
Thanks for getting breakfast started, Katya. You ever slept on a dead guy before?
I did last night.
No, I'll admit it's the first for me too.
Yes, once.
I got coffee.
Oh, I'll take a cup.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Can I have a cup of coffee?
Thank you.
Fuck it, why not? Here you go.
Oh. Ew, that's
Yeah.
disgusting.
You'll enjoy it more when you get older. It's very bitter.
Wait, hold on. And I'll reach into my apron and get some cream, and I'll pour a bunch of cream in
More.
there. Wait, hold on. Okay, here you go.
More.
Oh my God, how much cream do you fucking need?
It's just mostly
Little
cream
more.
now.
Well, let me add some sugar too.
More. More.
Okay, yeah.
More.
Okay, here you go.
Okay, thank you. You see like a pile of sugar sticking up out of the now cream with a hint of coffee as she begins to chug it down.
Whether it's the whiskey and cigars from last night or the breakfast food from this morning, it's always a take one, pass it down, and it ends up being the cake scene from Office Space, and Torbek's like,
Well, I got some leftover pork and beans from last night. If anybody wants some of that too.
Ooh, yeah, I love poking beans.
Right over here.
Poking beans. You know, my Uncle Globo used to make great poking beans.
Yeah, we haven't heard from the King of Hearts in a while.
You did try your chess piece at the last minute there. Did you hear a voice back in return?
no, thank the gods, because that was embarrassing. Hopefully he didn't hear any of that.
Any of the things that you said in your confession just before you died?
There was no confession, Frost. We talked about this. Torbek lied about all of those things. Torbeck was more concerned that the King of Hearts might have heard Torbeck crying like a bitch.
Are you sure that there wasn't a confession? Because I noticed that my shoes were in a different place when I woke up.
Torbeck didn't touch your shoes, and that's an insidious thing to hint at.
It is.
You hear that, Frosty? Insidious. That's a nice word, Torbeck.
Thank you.
Do you think that Torbeck, the King of Hearts, is cross with us?
Well, the last time Torbeck tried to talk to him, he wasn't too happy.
What's the King of Hearts?
He's this guy who thinks he's a lot prettier and handsome and attractive than he actually is.
I don't know, he's pretty attractive.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, wow.
We're talking about the same fellow.
Okay.
He definitely thinks he's more attractive than he is, but he's pretty damn attractive.
I mean, it's close.
Oh, I mean, no,
at the very fucking minimum.
No, he's a 10 out of 10, for sure.
And I do think that he probably is upset with us. He gave us a time limit in order to achieve his goals. It was like something like 13 days, if I recall correctly. And that was 390 days ago.
The space-time continuum is collapsed.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: we have two out of three. I mean, we're practically almost there.
We're almost there.
We're almost there.
We'll be
Whoa.
we'll be to Yawn, which is where you said you need to go for whatever you're doing next.
Yeah, you're gonna
And
magically rush us to Yawn just to get on with it?
that would be great if you want to not have breakfast anymore.
I mean,
Well,
Well, I mean,
it's the most,
Frosty loves
it's
breakfast.
the most important meal of the day. We have to have breakfast.
Beans too. I mean, you can't rush.
All
a
right,
man
well
to
then
get
I
breakfast.
won't rush you. But once you're ready, I'll be able to get you there lickety split.
You know, I'm really feeling like a little bit of grits too. Anybody want some grits?
I love some.
All right.
Grammy's grits is not anything better, man.
Crummy's grits are famous. Crummy's famous
heck
grits.
yeah.
More
They're
beans
offering,
for
Torbeck will
breakfast.
Take a souffle. That should only take 4
No,
hours.
I need to find a way to make an oven, but we might be able to. You know what? I think I got something.
Souffle under these conditions. Grammy.
I'll make Torbeck a
Impossible.
quiche,
Oh, thank you.
which is you know.
Are you
I don't think Torbeck
taking
knows the
Are you
difference.
taking orders? Like, could I request food? Because you look you seem like a pretty amazing
No,
chef.
you're 8. Only pemmican for you.
Okay.
Grammy makes the finest food you could ever have anywhere in any of the
But I
realms.
just get
But as
pemmican.
Frosty said, you can only have that gross stuff. You can't have any of it.
Okay.
Frost wants to keep you weak in case you're a hag.
That's right. That's right. I don't want to regret it
thought
later.
the-
Are you
I
getting the
thought
beans?
I thought the pemmican was supposed to make me strong.
Well, aren't you like
no,
an
it's-
orphan of some kind?
Yes.
Well, I think just you're contractually obligated to only eat gruel.
Okay,
Or
sir,
like
can I
goulash or
please have
something.
another
Of the pemmican?
pemmican?
Yes. you
No,
may.
no. Look, you know, you did such a great job with these these scrambled figs that I think, you know, if you want something special, I'm happy to. You know,
Would that
look it
be
up.
okay because you're a great cook?
Give her a piece of the quiche.
No, but I don't.
Give her a piece of the
It's
quiche
not
that you made.
Kwachi anymore. It's Torbeck's.
Yes.
Well,
it's
can't
Torbeck's
you
feast.
share the quiche?
Well, no, I was.
We could
Torbeck
pass
doesn't
it
know.
around and just give Torbeck what's left. I mean, you know.
Can't you? Well, give the little. She would love a slice of the quiche.
that's not what I-
Come on,
That's-
Torbeck.
That's
would
not
not
what.
taste
Don't, why don't you learn how to share?
It's not what I want.
Fine.
All
Torbeck
right,
will
here's the
share.
pemmican.
Don't want pemmican. Please don't put it
what
in.
you want.
Please stop putting the pemmican in my mouth. Please. Please
for
stop
animals or
it.
The moment she takes a bite, flies.
Guys. No,
Pancakes? I mean, the pancakes are great.
well, I was
The
hoping.
bacon's fresh.
I was hoping that you could make me some creamy brew.
Creamy brew?
Oh, wow.
How do you know creamy brew?
Because my mom would make it for me when I was sick.
That was Meemaw's specialty.
You can make creamy brew.
I certainly can make you a big old plate of creamy brew. How does that sound?
I would love so much creamy brew.
Should only take 4 or 5 hours. All right, fellas. And I spent 4 or 5 hours making creamy brew.
Perfect. And so you have
No.
you have
You don't.
4 or 5 hours of breakfast here beneath the corpse of the dead tree.
That's right.
As you enjoy feeling like you have nowhere to be, even though you're on a ridiculous time crunch. After the creamy gruel is consumed, you finally decide that you would like to head to Yawn.
I'm going to go and use the restroom and see if I can find the Fat Hog.
I mean,
I'll be back.
We just ate a big
Oh, me
breakfast.
next, me next.
Torbeck's a little tired.
Yeah.
Torbeck's a little tired.
I'm got a lot to eat.
Torbeck's not sure.
Oh.
You know,
Oh.
the 4 to 5 hours happens, and you decide you're going to go to Yawn, but then you realize with a yawn that you're all very tired, and so you take
we
a 4 to
should all be
5 hour
asleep.
midday nap.
I mean, I was okay on the creamy brews when we started pouring the mimosas. I was,
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't keep up.
No.
Look, this is just a thing we do. Frost doesn't stop talking about siestas and that time he went abroad.
Oh yeah, we gotta take an afternoon nap. Sorry, kid.
That's okay. I have things I can do while you're sleeping.
No, look, you're right. We are on a bit of a time crunch. We should make our way to Yawn.
Yawn, yeah.
We should make our
How
way
hard
to
is it to
Yawn.
say these provinces? Come on.
Right,
come on.
well, does that mean you want to go then?
Well, I mean, we gotta wait for Frost to get back from taking a dump in the woods.
Yeah.
He's been out for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
Do
once
you
he's
think he's
back-
okay?
You know, I think he has some kind of condition or something. I don't ask.
Yeah.
Has this happened before?
Oh, it's kind of regular.
He basically makes the same kind of sounds that Gricko was making just now, with lots of hissing.
Oh, you're back. Oh, okay.
Made plenty of room. That's an awful thing to say.
We'll just wait for Gurkha now.
It's an awful thing to say.
Okay, well, in the meantime, do you want to tell me some jokes?
I sat on my tail. This is much more difficult to navigate than I realized. More stories?
I was hoping for a joke, maybe, that I could learn because all of the kids told me that I'm not very funny.
Oh, what kind of joke would you like to learn?
I don't know, a funny one. I have one joke. Do you want to hear it?
Yes, I would.
Why did the monkey fall out of the tree?
What?
My jokes are funny?
Laugh like he knows this one.
I think Torbeck might actually know this one in advance. You know this joke?
Why did the monkey fall out of the tree?
Why did it fall out of the tree,
Because
Katya?
it was dead.
I guess that's literally.
That reminds me of another joke. Why did the loaf of bread fall out of the tree?
I don't know why.
And because it was stapled to the monkey.
All right, that was pretty good.
Frost, Torbeck, you know you were so funny.
Oh, I'll give you that one.
Torbeck thought that humor eluded you.
It normally does, but I learned that joke long ago.
I have a
from-
question.
Yes.
What's a staple?
A staple? Oh, it's like an iron spike.
Oh my god, there was an iron spike in the dead monkey?
Why do you think it was dead?
All right, let's go. I think I get Gricko. He's close enough. I don't know what the range of the teleportation magic is, but...
Oh, welcome back. You okay? Everything good?
Oh, I made plenty of room.
What? What are we in the room for?
All right, guys.
Oh no, Torbeck just made plenty of room.
What was in that creamy brew?
Frost is on fire, man. All right. Well, suddenly we're in Yawn.
We magically teleport.
Oh,
All right, you ready to go then?
I am. Yes.
Okay, great. It takes about 15, 20 minutes, and you find yourself at the base of a mountain range, and you watch as Katya is looking this way and that, peeling apart the fronds. It's going to be here somewhere, I think. Okay, what was it that Squirt said? You must look for the stone chair from beyond the stars, right? Yes, okay, stone chair beyond the stars. Does anybody see stars?
Stone chair beyond the stars?
Yes, stone chair beyond the stars.
Well, after the siesta, I guess it's early evening, then maybe some stars.
Oh no, I think we do have to wait until nighttime. Oh no.
Fuck it over
And you deal with waiting for nighttime, but as the sun sets behind the horizon and the stars come out, Katya almost immediately spots it, a small trail of stars. As she darts into the underbrush, she calls for you to follow, and you find yourselves faced with what looks like an outcropping. In the very center, the mountain range, a backdrop to this, is a beautiful stone throne. Chiseled into it looks to be constellations, and all of you immediately feel pulled toward this. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's pretty good.
Not great. I got a 12.
24.
Damn.
I also got a 12.
19.
21.
Wow, a lot of wise people around here.
Everyone except for Kremi. You are immediately compelled towards this thing. You all look at each other. Katya is also enthralled by this as she looks at you. Last one, there is a rotten egg, and she immediately runs toward this throne. All you can think about is how much you need to sit upon this throne.
I use
how
my
much
feline agility
you
to push her
need
out of the way.
to be the person you do. And
Look at me, little kid!
she smacks against a tree, goes limp and unconscious as she
God.
falls against the tree.
That's what
as you all,
Get the fuck out of my way!
Out of my way! I want to sit on the fucking throne!
Fuck you
you are
guys!
all determined to be the first one to get
I
to
think
this
I used a
tree.
little too much cayenne. I'll be right back.
Jorbeck is gonna go at his top speed, but even if he doesn't make it to the chair first, he's gonna sit on whoever sat on the throne first.
Okay, perfect. I need you all to roll a d20. Initiative, technically.
How
Roll
do I
initiative.
feel about this?
You're horrified watching this. You can very clearly see that every single one of your friends seems to be possessed by something.
I got a 14.
So I wouldn't feel like I have to shit in this moment. That would sort of leave me.
No, if you have to shit, you have to shit. Even though this is unfortunate,
Yeah.
the bowels
You
want what
see
the
a
bowels
stone
want.
chair and you wish that it was porcelain.
Not my chair, not my problem. Is what
Stop
he
saying
said.
throne. Stop saying throne. I will muster the courage to hold it in as I witness my friends doing this.
Yeah, you do. What did everybody get?
14.
10.
9.
24.
So okay,
Sitting
so
on Frost.
I know you're doing so well, Frost.
okay, so wait, you was 24 for Frost?
Yeah.
It's that 2024 glow up,
I think
you know?
it's Frost, Torbeck, Gricko, Gideon.
Okay. You pull into the lead, Frost. You imagine that within 6 seconds you could be at this throne if nothing impedes you. What are you going to do to try and make it there?
How far away is it?
It doesn't matter.
I cast Misty Step
Okay.
and I arrive.
You cast Misty Step and you arrive right in front of it. Not enough to sit on top of it.
Sure.
But you are right in front of it.
My momentum stops, and so it takes me a moment to start to push forward. Someone might still beat me.
Yes, that's
fair.
true.
That's fair.
Torbeck,
That's fair.
you watch as Frost disappears from reality and reappears right next to this throne. What are you going to do to try and get there?
I don't have any tricksy things that I can do from this range. So
All's fair in love and thrones. So whatever you feel like you could.
yeah, I would see if I could find like a rock on the ground. And,
Easily,
and
you
chuck
find
it
one
and
immediately.
fall in.
Okay, do that. Roll for attack.
Torbeck, what are you doing?
For a ranged attack, would I use my
Torbeck is just a
same?
janitor.
We'll call it a 17.
Okay, does that hit?
It just hits.
Okay, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw. The rock collides into your head, and we're gonna see if you can keep conscious.
What do you think this is, Torbeck? Some sort of Game of Thrones? A Constitution check, you say? I get a 24 again.
The rock slams into your head. You hear a loud crack as a wound appears on the side of your head. Blood is dripping through your fur, but you are somehow able to stay conscious. You watch as your blood spatters the throne next to you, and in a strange,
Sorry, I'm just
cool.
Torbeck doesn't know why Torbeck did that. Sorry, Frost.
in a strange black mist, you see as the blood is consumed within this throne.
Oh my God! If you don't step away from the throne, Torbeck will kill you.
And you are able to get you imagine in one more turn you would make it towards the throne.
Thank you. That's my whole turn.
Gricko.
I'm just running.
You get to about where Torbeck is, and that's really where you're at.
I'm just hoofing it. I rolled very poorly.
Gideon, you watch as they all sprint forward. You see that Frost is right there. He's about to sit the throne that belongs to you. What do you do?
I'll also throw a rocket. Can I find a rock? Do I find a rock
You find a rock immediately.
Rock?
You
Yeah, the rock bounced off. I'd like to catch the rock.
Yeah, no, the rock bounced off of Frost's head. It bounced backwards, and you were able to reach up and catch it. Seeing what Torbeck had done within a second, you launched that rock directly towards Frost's head.
Oh, it's one of those wounds where it's all white on the outside.
22.
You
really
definitely hit. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage because you've already been hit in the head
A
once with a
Constitution
rock.
saving throw at disadvantage?
Yes.
How much damage is that?
No damage.
Once I hit him with the rock, is he within 30 feet of me?
No, not right now. But he will be at the end of your turn.
Like, at the end of my movement on my turn?
Yeah, at the end of the movement on your turn.
Like, it's mechanically, it's very important.
Yeah, no, at the end of the movement on your turn.
Okay.
So you launch the rock, and then you propel yourself forward, and you're within 30 feet of him as
I get an 8.
you.
Jesus.
Torbeck, how could you?
That's my other temple.
I'm just trying to sit in this chair. How long could it take? Why am I able to say all these words? What is happening this time? What happens? Do I turn inside out? Just tell me.
Shut up, dude. The rock collides with the other side of your skull. You feel part of it cave in. You walk towards Gideon in shock as you go unconscious and slump to the ground.
What you would see as you're starting to go unconscious is you would see flame and steam erupting from my manacles.
Foot and steel, actually.
As the fiery chains are reaching towards you to grab you. And as his body goes limp and lifeless, I'd like to invoke my Gear 1 and wrap him in flame chains.
You do that.
And then
train.
And then, just what I would just next time my plan would be to like yank him at whoever is in second.
You wrap his limp, lifeless body in chains. The fire in the chains begins to singe his fur. His entire area is filled with the smell of burning hair. As it's Frost's turn, I need you to roll a death saving throw.
Hold on,
because I didn't use my action.
Fucked up.
Could I have said I would let Gideon go first?
Sure.
That's it, yeah.
I was like, oh, that's not a bad idea. I throw a rock at Frost.
Okay. And this is all happening so quickly that the moment Frost goes down, you've already let that rock fly. Roll to attack.
17.
19.
That hits. This rock is midair as Frost collapses, but you are short. So even though you would have normally missed, as Frost collapsed to the ground, the rock hits him right in the middle of the forehead, and you watch as another wound appears on his head. I need you to roll 2 death saving throws, actually.
He's also restrained, so
Alright, do I roll a death saving throw right now?
Yeah. You're rolling 1 for Gricko hitting you as you were down.
Maggie, what do I get?
You succeed. It's an 11.
Fantastic. And then another as the chains begin to singe you.
Wait, is it plus con or just straight? It's
straight.
That's a fail. So you have 1 success and 1 failure.
Your body is hanging limp in these chains as Frost, that was your turn. Torbeck, it is your turn now.
I see that Gideon is kind of handling Frost, and we've all pummeled and bashed his brains out. And I see Gricko as he runs up next to me. And as an attempt to throw him off his game, in Goblin, I say really offensive things about his mother. Used up, whiner, only $2, and I take off as I try to get him in his head mentally.
Okay.
As I take off.
I would like you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
What? Oh, not bad. That would be a 22.
Yeah.
You're pissed. You're not caught off guard, but you're almost incensed to beat Torbeck now. But how dare would he call your mother a wino? As you run, you make it directly to the throne. You haven't sat on it yet, but you are right there next to it.
I prepare my fuzzy ass to sit in this thing, and that's my turn.
Are you going ahead of him this turn? Or
I'm
are you
going
stopping
now.
initiative? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, why does me mom? Oh, Torbeck, please make me mad. Oh, good. The rock on Torbeck.
Yeah.
Hold on. Only a 14.
18 AC. Ah! It whizzes past my head. What the heck, Gricko? Calm down.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that was uncalled for.
Is past. It's the stone throne, bounces off and smacks Frost in the back of the head, but he doesn't take a death saving throw. Gideon.
I, with my hands, I'm just chains wrapped Frost, as he's still the closest throne, and between Frost wrapped in chains and Torbeck, I would like to yank him as hard as I can so that ideally he backward and claw both of them closest to him.
Roll I would say do an acrobatics to see. Sure.
17.
I would like you each to roll a d20. Just straight.
I got a 3.
Yeah,
I got a 12.
both of you are as Gideon feels Frost in with the chains. He whips, hitting the both of you. You're not flung backwards, but you're knocked prone on the ground in front of the throne as you are able to make it start to make a
While this is happening, I'm like collecting the smoked bacon. They always do seem to be playing their game.
You're not anymore.
Or I guess, or have we totally?
Yeah, you totally. You're at what is the entrance to Yawn.
Oh, we went all. Oh wow. Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, crushed it. 18.
That's 2. You are prone right at the throne. You imagine that you would easily be able to, should you choose. There is nothing.
Torbeck has a brief moment of poisoning The moment within 10 feet, he keeps his eyes on the prize. Shaky. Torbeck will attempt to stand up and sit in this throne.
You do. You all watch as Torbeck stands up. His shadow gets large. His shadow as it shadow over all of you as he slowly thrown. Immediately you hear the crack of light from these two pillars high up on the top of the mountain. Lightning rod connect into this throne. You watch as Torbeck's entire body begins as he is with
Throne is
you watch as he is holding on to the throne itself, and you can see how the lightning connects all of the stars together, showing within the blackness. The inside of a dead star. See beyond the stars. You see cosmic power that no human ever experienced. You mind turning to mush and as you sit on this throne, you feel like your body is being ripped apart. As all of you watch, as Torbeck is just being pumped,
I start weeping
with this lightning, and you watch as beat after beat these rods of lightning just shoot into Torbeck, and then swirling around him what looks like this this gateway into the ash. It begins. You see mountains and lightning, and Torbeck, you see his body racked with pain. You still see remnants, worlds to drool, blood pouring from your ears, inches from death. The throne that you had been sitting on has now opened an entry. Yawn. That is where we'll end the session. Oh, but Torbeck, I need you to choose perception, history, intimidation, or survival.
I feel like with everything that it would be like that feels right to me.
Arcana.
Or Arcana. Arcana.
Yeah.
You now have proficiency in Arcana. If you didn't before, if you do, you double your proficiency in Arcana.
Wow.
As your now have a fraction of the psyche of a creature beyond the stars.
Could you go back down?
I'm running out of room up here, Nikki. There's too many guys up in my head here. I'm running out of room.
You got to the throne first.
As that happens, quit kidding around, Frosty.
It's fucking dead.
Come on, Frosty, quit kidding around.
And that's where we'll end the session.
Thanks for running the session, Nikki.
You're welcome.
How many death saves does he have? So we can keep
2 successes, 1 failure.
Oh, 2 successes.
Two successes.
You rolled an
and
18 on the
yeah.
last one.
Cool. 2 and 1.
Thank you.
start
I'm
off
going
with
to
him.
trust that is correct.
I would have just lied so you got a natural 20 and bounced back up.
Easy.
Oh, that was very funny.
Holy shit.
We're back,
What a time.
folks.
What a time.
Oh
We're
my
back.
god, it feels good.